Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up? What up? What the fuck is up?
What up,
people? This is episode 226.
226
of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here, it's your boy JC. No
Yes, and he's not here. Yeah, Martin couldn't make it today, but he's here in, weed spirit. He's probably getting high somewhere. I don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I know. But yeah, shout out to Martin. But yeah, we here. Episode 226.
Yeah. Duo,
the originals.
well, not the original.
Oh, yeah.
It's like phase 2.
Phase 2. Yeah, we were talking about
the IPU.
It's the people you see on the cover.
Yeah.
we'll update it eventually. Yeah. So we'll put you in there, Martin. Like, we'll fucking Photoshop you in there or something.
Yeah, it's like the IPU, the iLLogical Podcast Universe.
iLLogical Podcast Universe. Yeah, gonna start off with me, you, and Ivana.
Right.
And then after that, phase 2
was officially the and then there was two with Shaq and Kobe on the cover.
Yep.
And that shit lasted from even before I left for LA.
Yeah.
Through LA.
Yeah. And you came back and visited a few times.
Yes.
Then back.
Then I moved back and we still went. Mm-hmm. And then a couple months after I came back, that's when Martin joined. And that's when we're in phase 3.
And Martin just didn't want to talk for a minute.
Right.
And he wanted to be like Parks or something. And we're trying to get him to chime in. He's like, no, I don't want to talk. No.
He had that Magic Johnson. I'm not supposed to be here. It's like, nigga, you gonna talk.
You gonna talk. Talk, nigga. He's like, okay, I'll talk.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so that was phase 3. And then phase 4 was us in office.
Which was a good phase.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that for a minute. But
that lasted 2 years?
2 years, really?
Yeah, it did.
That's a good run.
Remember, we were there all 2019, then COVID, so we were...
Well, yeah, we stayed at home for a minute.
Yeah, so I don't even count that as phase 5 because that was
4.5.
Yeah. And then now phase 5 is actually, that makes sense. If you just think about every single year.
Look at the covers. Look at the covers.
Yeah.
Like, it goes from the good covers and then the other shits, and then we got our logo. And man. Yeah.
Thank you to everybody for listening.
For real, man.
All throughout.
All throughout, man.
Man, I felt good.
Everybody in Canada, everybody in UK, fucking Russia.
Yeah.
Africa.
Shout out to Jason, who was like completely taking NBA Twitter by storm now.
Yeah.
I saw one of his pictures where he was like, I listened to all the homies podcasts, and there we were. Our cover was right front and center, right through everybody else's.
I remember one of my homegirls, I remember this was like a while back when she was getting into podcasts. She said she only listened to 2 podcasts. It was my podcast and the Fragrant ones when Cass was still on there. And I was like, oh. Yeah, I can all girl, not nigga.
Yeah.
Don't all JC.
Yeah.
Don't slap the shit out of you.
Every time you awe me.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Nigga, don't you awe me.
Don't you awe me, nigga. Aw. Only my girl can awe me, nigga. How's your 420?
420 was smooth, man.
Yeah.
A lot of weed involved.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of weed. I had to take the car in, though.
Oh, wow.
Got some more shit I gotta deal with. That car is getting a damn makeover this year, and I'm like, fam, you was one lucky
some Fast
bastard.
and Furious shit?
No, just on the basics.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
Yeah,
Vin Diesel, you're going to have Exhibit pimp you right up. What's he say? Yeah, man, we knew you liked the Lakers, and what we did, we made a whole fucking Shaquille O'Neal statue on
we
top
know you
of
love the Lakers, so we ran and we put a Laker inside your car that's called Laker.
Not even LeBron or anybody, just...
Yeah, it's just a nigga in the number 14 jersey or some shit. Like,
He's all tied up, like, help me! Yeah. Why did they do that on Pimp My Ride? They just put the most unnecessary shit in people's rides, man.
The funny part was everybody being shocked. That's not real. No, nigga, it's not real.
Why would
you can't drive with a fish tank in the fucking car?
What would I do with that? What can I do with that shit? I need some high shit, man. It's like, yo, let's put a big ass fish tank an Olympic sized fish tank in the backseat of his SUV.
Nah. Let's put an aquarium
with fucking fish from Africa.
Yeah. Nigga, that's what I just said. You right. That's just how it goes.
And MTV just gave me the bag and just put it in there, and then like you get the car, and I'm like, I just asked for a little up. I
just wanted my muffler fixed. You see Tiffany Haddish on that episode?
On that shit. Yeah, I wonder she had to sell that car probably to make ends meet, but
no, she was one of the friends. I don't even think she was one of the people. I think she was a friend.
Yeah, that's about right. But my 420, I didn't smoke. I mean, I was gonna smoke with Martine. Like after I got off work pretty late, and I told him like, "Hey man, I'm trying to smoke, man." He's like, "Oh, I'm down. I'm gonna put you out there, Martine. The fuck." And I get home and I'm texting him like, "Hey, bro, you're down?" And then I think he was too high, and he was like,
"No."
He was, yeah. He was just like, "Yeah, bro." He was like, "I can't drive, bro." And I'm like, "The fuck?" And I'm like, "Man, it what it is." I had an edible and
I'm dead.
Yeah, you gotta.
We should have did this episode on an edible, really.
Yeah.
Really, if it wasn't for, because spoiler alert, at some point in this pod, the listeners will not notice it because you'll just hear static. Mm-hmm. But we are going to take an hour break because we're going to finish Snowfall so that way we can recap right away.
Seriously, because
there ain't no point in waiting.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for that, we actually should have did an edible this episode.
Probably. I've been eating a lot of edibles lately, and I've been waking up groggy. Because I'm trying to I have like a routine I do. I get up at like 6 a.m. I meditate. Yes, I do the whole Jedi meditating, floating and everything.
Yeah.
And then after that, like I do my DDP yoga.
Yeah.
And then, take a shower and start my day. But lately I've been waking up because I take an edible before I go to sleep. And after that, I think maybe I take it too much, or probably Roxy put too much shit in that shit. Because I wake up like I'm still high.
You take the whole thing, or you take...
Like, she gives me, like, gummy worms. I take, like, 2 of them sometimes.
My nigga.
But, no, usually I do take 2 of them, and they're good.
Like, take 1.
No. I do take 2 gummies, but usually it doesn't happen like that. Lately, has that happened like that?
Oh.
Now it is. It's like, okay, I think she really laced this shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just try 1.
Yeah.
1 usually gets you right.
Yeah, I think my tolerance is going up, too.
Not if you had 2 and you're like, ooh.
What the hell is that?
You can start seeing starfish in the skies.
Like, you remember Doctor Strange went through all the fucking portals? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's what it hits. But, yeah.
You out here portal chasing.
Yeah, I had an edible. I had a nice sleep and shit. But anyway, when it comes to 420, 2020 was a lot of fuckery. All right, people. 2021 is, the redemption. George Floyd, rest in peace.
Yes.
Round of applause.
Before that.
Somebody did this.
And they found that somebody. Mm-hmm. And Derek Chauvin was found guilty.
Guilty!
Not 1, not 2.
Is that the ding? Is this a ding?
But 3.
3! All 3 charges. All down.
The 2nd degree murder, 3rd degree murder, and
all
manslaughter.
the murders except for, 1st degree, but whatever. Should have been.
Well, he wasn't on for first.
I know.
1st degree is premeditation, so you'll never get that.
I mean, whatever.
But you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
premeditation is anything that occurs before the situation. Yeah. So 2nd degree was on the table. They got him for that. 3rd degree manslaughter. Mm-hmm. And that motherfucker looked around and was like,
dead ass?
Yeah, like Country Wayne, the comedian that started on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He looked like when he said in the video, he goes, "Excuse me, Judge, can you repeat what you said? Because I thought you just said something real ignorant just now."
His eyes were literally like it was white privilege personified.
Yeah.
He really thought he was going to get off. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to jail, but there's black people in there. I'm white." No.
He said, "But I was going to watch This Is Us tonight."
I was going to watch Snowfall tomorrow. What? No. Like, I got movies I got to...
Yeah.
And they denied his appeal and his bails. I'm like, oh, you in there for life.
Yeah.
For life. And it was like OJ's verdict. Like, where were you when you found out?
Bro. Before I answer that. Because as much as I want to agree with you and say, yeah, 2020 was all fuckery, and it was tragic, and 2021 was the redemption, there's still fuckery trickled in the redemption.
Well, you gotta put some fuckery in it.
Because when you mentioned OJ, it's funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. OJ had the comment.
Went on Twitter and said, "Good morning, Twitter world. We all know about that verdict." And I said, this motherfucker right here.
Nuts.
This nigga right here can't be touched. He can't be touched.
I don't know why he's not verified yet.
Because if he's verified, he can get the money, and then the money would go to the
he can get the Goldman's. So he can't get. So if he gets verified, he gets money if he's verified.
No. If he gets verified, that makes it easier for them to say, "Oh, he's an influencer. We know that he's getting money."
But he's
yeah, I know. But as long as he's not verified, it's harder for them. He's basically creating. Yeah. Not loopholes, but he's just making it harder for them to get his money.
Okay. I do remember when he got out of jail. You said, I remember you distinctly said, "I'm giving him to April," and we're in April now. It's 2 years later.
Yeah.
He ain't in jail. Nah. He's staying low, watching football. And
when this nigga went on and said, "Hello to the world,"
hello to the world.
Oh, we all know about that verdict that's coming up. I said, "Nigga, this nigga is wild." Did you see the still frame of him?
Yeah, I sent it to you. And then you sent me the fucking I was at work and I saw that shit. I was making an announcement. I was like,
you might have to retweet that one because that photo is nuts.
Nuts. Jose's nuts, man. That nigga did that shit.
Yeah, no. Guilty as fuck.
Guilty as fuck.
Whatever they say he did, he did that shit.
Anyway, so where were you when you found out?
I was in Honda. I had to take my car. My car is this motherfucker right here. And I say motherfucker because it's a boy. This motherfucker right here is getting a damn... Everything that he wants, he's getting this year. Oh, wow. I had to get that motherfucker checked under the hood to start the year off.
Oh, wow.
And then, as I'm driving around, you just hear... Whoa, every time I'm braking. Ooh. And I'm like, yep, that's the brakes. And I was like, let me take them in. And I took them in. They was like, yeah, it's a good thing you brought it in because you're on metal right now. That's what the noise is. And I was like, all right. Well, just call me when it's ready. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I need my car.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I was in Honda when I got your text.
Guilty.
And I was like, oh shit, they found him guilty. And then the person that was helping me was like, Derek Chauvin? And I was like, yeah, they got him guilty. And he was like, I don't want to say he said that's what's up because he didn't say that.
But pretty much
he was a middle-aged, it doesn't matter. Yeah. He was a middle-aged Asian man. But he was very excited with the outcome. I found out there. To me, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like, it really...
But the way this country is...
Yeah, like, I'll just say that the defense, they threw out as much as they could throw out. I knew it was pretty much over when they threw out the carbon monoxide killed George Floyd.
Saying aliens came down and some shit like that.
Yeah, and he was... Yeah, because I guess...
It was Trump's
even with that small clip, I guess what he was trying to say was, people just want to make it seem like aliens just came out of nowhere and just took over his body and made it go. And it was like...
What?
No, he did that shit.
He talked about...
Somebody did this.
And it was him. This is the motherfucker that's paying your retainer. He did it.
His knee is on his fucking neck, bro, for a good 10 minutes.
$16K.
And he's looking at the camera.
It ain't even the NFL, the Madden camera no more. That's $16K.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Right there. So... Well, I was pretty much at home, and then I remember, like, I was on Twitter scrolling, and then, because I remember the closing arguments were literally, like, the day before.
Right.
So then, I remember I was seeing reports saying, oh, the Minneapolis, like, Minnesota shutting down schools Wednesday through Friday, because they thought they were going to get a verdict, like, next week.
Right.
So, they were trying to prepare for war and shit, right?
Yeah.
Because, someone was going to throw a chair, and we're going to be mad.
Yeah.
But...
yeah. Nah, more serious than the joke.
Because if you thought what everyone did last year was wild, oh boy, everyone's vaccinated, baby. We all going to jail now. It's like saying that shit. It's like saying that shit. We're vaccinated now. We all going to jail now. You can laugh now. Anyway, so I saw that. I was like, okay. So then all of a sudden, 420's going on. Everyone's all getting ready for Red and Meth, and all of a sudden, I see the tweet that said, "Oh, they reached a verdict." I was like, "Oh, that was quick." And I told my mom, like, "Yo, they reached a verdict." She was like, "Already?" And she was like, "You know what that means, right?" Oh yeah, logically, yeah, that nigga guilty. But hey, we thought Emmett Till's people were guilty, but that was a different time period. But shit, we don't know. And everyone on Twitter was collectively holding their breath. And I had anxiety because they didn't know what was going to happen. But I was really confident. I was like, nah, that was quick as fuck. That's like, oh no, he's guilty. Right? So then everyone on Twitter was kind of like everyone was all getting all scared, trying to be the boogeyman and shit. Rightfully so, but it's like, bro, I don't need this shit. So I turned on How High and started watching How High.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, all I heard downstairs from my mom was like, yes! Yes! Like fucking Goku. Like whoa, what happened? He's like, he's guilty on all charges. And I went down there and I was like, oh shit, they did it. Ha! Was that hard? Now, was that hard?
I mean, it's just about accountability.
That's all it was. And they ain't justice. It was accountability. It was a layup. Like, I wasn't happy about it. I mean, it was a relief because I was like, cool. So that means so now I don't have to be scared to go outside because if they would have said not guilty on all 3 charges, like, it was going to be hell to pay.
Oh, it was going to be some shit that we never seen before.
Oh boy, no matter who the president is.
Because see, the thing of it is that with a case like that, and it's fucked up to even go to this route, but this is the sad reality. Yeah. I just talked to my mom. Had Chauvin not put his knee on him and just shot George Floyd, he'd probably be walking free.
Yeah.
That's the sad reality. Yeah. Because they could try to justify it. Oh, there was movement in the car. We didn't know what he had, even though they patted him down and all that. But the fact that you put a knee on somebody's neck for what it turned out to be, 9 minutes and
damn near 10
45 seconds or something like that?
Yeah.
Not just the 8:37?
Yeah.
The fact that everybody saw it out and it played that way and he's screaming out for his mom, it was just like, that's your defense is carbon monoxide? And
it was a diverse jury, too, with a majority women.
Right.
So, and they kept seeing that over and over again when he kept crying out for his mom. And probably most likely a lot of them are mothers.
Right.
Or have a mom. So they thought about that. And they're listening to this nigga's defense. And it's like, are you being dead ass right now?
Well, not only that, too, but you also... I really didn't watch this case.
Me neither. I didn't watch it at all.
But the tidbits around that I did see... you also got to factor in the witnesses that took the stand and just how emotional they were.
Yes.
In explaining what they saw.
Especially the chief of police went up there and pretty much shitted on him.
Yeah.
Straight up said flat out, like, the day after, because he did get fired. Remember, he did get fired the day after. I remember that distinctly. And he said flat out, I told him straight to his face, I never want to see your face over here again. And I was like, damn. And he was like, and then I remember the lawyer asked him, have you seen him since then? He's like, oh no, today's the first time I've seen him since I fired him.
Yeah.
I was like, I did not want to see his face again. And I was like, but then he had like fucking, 16 reports of him using excessive force and shit like that. So he knew he could get away with this shit. That's why he looked so shocked that he was being held accountable. He was like, what?
What kind of shit is that?
That was the most craziest shit to me. He's like, he had that look on his face like he thought he was going to be George Zimmerman. Like, nah, I'm going to get off for this. Like, yeah. If you would have walked out, bro, dude, I don't even want to think about this shit. Then I got...
that was the thing, the city was planning for it.
Yeah.
That's how bad the ideas were.
Yeah, I mean, they had the helicopters out. They were ready. Like, they were ready for war. I was even thinking, if I had dark thoughts, I was like, dude, imagine Trump was still in office. Imagine if they still found him not guilty. They still found him guilty, but fucking Trump pardoned him. Like, I could literally see that shit happening. I was just like, well, like Kanye said, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
So, thank God for that. But, yeah, it was cool. Twitter had themselves a field day.
Oh, they did.
Twitter had themselves a field day. It was great. Like, not great, but, everyone...
Big Chauvin packs.
Yeah.
Big Chauvin packs.
Yes, it was.
Lit up.
It was a great day, Great day. I'm going to say emphasis on that. Because then after that, we had Verzuz with Method Man and Red Man. Oh, man. How'd you like that? It wasn't even a Verzuz. It was a concert.
Give me what I want!
That was my response to that. Have you ever seen Method Man, Redman, and live?
Rock the Bells.
I've seen them 3 times.
Oh, really?
Every single time. I want more.
More?
They just have a wild, crazy chemistry for a duo that never started out as a duo.
Yeah, people sometimes still forget that Redman was never part of fucking Wu-Tang at all.
Yeah.
It's like
he's the most non-Wu-Tangin' ass nigga that's out there.
Yeah.
Like, literally. And it just goes to show that, damn, could you imagine 1998, we get they could either call it Wu-Tang Squad or the Def Tang Clan. Yeah. However it was, but if they combine Wu-Tang and Def Squad together.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine Keith Murray and Inspector Deck trading bars?
Sheesh, man.
Like, there was so much shit that we didn't get as a result of them two coming together. But, like, in terms of camaraderie, like, they're easily the number one duo in terms of that stepbrother situation, like
aspect,
like collaborators where like they didn't form from a group, they didn't come up together, but at the same time, whenever them two are together, it's like
magic, no matter what.
Always.
Yeah, and it's like, when you watch it, there's no reason to keep score. It was literally a concert.
No,
That's all it was. It was literally a concert.
They openly said it. They said, yeah, this is what we usually do on 420 in Denver, but since we can't be there, we're just gonna bring the show here. And I was like, oh, for sure.
Yeah, they brought out fucking RZA, they brought out Keith Murray, who else did they bring out?
When Keith Murray came out, I
lost your mind?
Dog. This was me.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
When Keith Murray came out, and then the beat started to "I Get Lifted." Oh my God!
Shit.
Big puffs. Big Chauvin puffs.
I like the shirt that Redman was wearing with M's lyric. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. I was like, I want that shirt.
He put the link up on his IG.
Okay, I'm gonna get that shirt. Batista? What Batista? I don't want to push no buttons. Yeah.
Give me what I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that shirt. I might buy that shit right now. Matter of fact, shit.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
That was it was phenomenal. Especially with the fact that obviously what happened with DMX.
Yeah.
In the last week, they made sure to celebrate his life. They also made sure to drop Whoa to celebrate Black Rob, who, while we were off air, unfortunately passed away as well.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Black Rob. It was just I remember you saying with the last verses how you really wanted them to bring the competitiveness back.
Still do.
I do too. And I don't want to make it seem like you're alone in that. I was just glad they didn't do it last night.
Oh yeah, especially
with everything that went on.
Yeah.
And 420 being such a community driven day. Like, who better to do that than Meth and Red? The only two that come to mind is Currency and Wiz.
Yeah.
But I would expect them to do that next year. You know what I mean? So for in terms of competitiveness, I was glad that this was a concert. I was very, very happy with that.
Yeah, I was really happy with this shit too. That shit was great, man. But I got the shirt. I'm about to send it to myself right now. Dead ass.
He said, I'm gonna buy me a t-shirt.
Ship that shit to me. Pay. Oh no, I gotta change my fucking credit card.
No. So get off your phone, boy.
Fuck it.
But yeah, no, salutes Verzuz, Method Man, Redman.
But they did one little fuck up though.
What happened?
When they called it, when Russell Simmons FaceTimed.
I was very high. I missed that.
How did you miss that?
I was probably so I used yesterday as a cheat day. And I got 2 burritos.
Oh, so you had the itis.
So I was high. And I was hungry.
And then you went to night?
No, I was awake. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how I missed it. I was just very in tune with that burrito.
They were saying, yo, shout out to Russell Simmons. Yeah, because he hella did that. They were hella just shouting out Russell Simmons and shit like that. And I was just like, don't do that, bro. I don't think y'all know. And he FaceTimed him. Like, oh, he's on FaceTime right now. Showed him on camera. And I was like, everyone on Twitter was just like, I don't think they know what's going on. They tone deaf or they don't know what's going on, but okay. But yeah, that was kind of like awkward. But other than that, I didn't watch the rest because I had to handle some stuff. But I'm sure it was fire. How long did they go? Like 4 hours? 3 hours?
Started at 5. They were done by 8.
Yeah.
3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
And salute to Triller for listening to everybody.
So you said something in the chat. How did they do it?
Yeah, so remember when the Isleys and Earth, Wind, and Fire performed, it was like, oh, you could just stream from your phone. I was like, I shouldn't have to do that. I have Apple TV.
Yeah.
So what they did was, because Triller, I think the Fight app is a part of Triller, or they're partnered. They said, oh, if you want to watch it on Apple TV, instead of doing it that way, just download the Fight app and it's right there.
Oh, wow.
And literally downloaded the app, and when I opened up, it's right dead ass in the fucking screen.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, thank you for listening.
That's all it takes.
That's all it took. And it was crystal clear.
I bet, yeah, because it was crystal clear on the Triller app. I remember that.
No, it was wonderful. That's a slippery slope. I'm not going to fight for the other end when it comes to Russell Simmons. I just will say this, and just with them, I don't believe they were tone deaf. I think they were genuinely saying, hey, thank you. You gave us our shot.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what it was. It's just, you know how today's climate is. Everybody just wants to. Everybody wants to be the first to react.
Yeah, everyone wants to be angry too.
And I'm not saying that. Oh, who cares? Russell Simmons. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, from their perspective, it was a celebration for them, and they wouldn't be there without Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
So they wanted to give him.
A lot of these rappers won't be here without Russell Simmons.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Right.
But
side note though, less about Russell Simmons, but more about the brand.
Def Jam.
Not even necessarily Def Jam. Somebody brought up a great question. And they said, in hip hop, what are some of your favorite logos just across the board?
That's a good question.
And I was like, that is so fucking. That's great.
And I don't have to pick just one.
When they said logos, they weren't even just keeping it to labels. Like they were also including like the logos for artist names.
Yeah, I already have one in my mind. The Rockefeller logo, the Def Jam logo, just Def Jam, period.
Def Jam's for me, man.
Who else?
When I think hip hop, the first thing that goes to mind is Def Jam.
Death Row, with the dude on the chair.
Yeah, because I started the chain. That's where everything started, with the pendants.
Let's see, who else? I want to say, I saw it in my mind. No Limit. The No
Limit in the Tank was.
Yeah,
that's legendary.
Who else? I was gonna say Rough Riders, but that's more of a font. I don't think that's like a logo.
No, that's a logo. That's what I mean.
Riders,
like,
yeah, Rough Riders.
You'd be surprised. I saw a lot of people resonated with Rough Riders.
Yeah, Def Jam had fucking Rockefeller, then Rough Riders, and then Good Music, and they had all MMG. They had all that shit, and then they fucked it up.
No, they never had MMG.
I always felt like they did.
Because they had Ross.
Yeah.
MMG was Warner, then it went to Atlantic, then it went back to Warner.
Yeah, I like the MMG logo. I like that one.
That's a good one.
MMG. Rock Nation, their logo. It's kind of like a combination of Rockefeller, Rock Nation. Good Music, their logo.
Cash Money's logo is just...
I was thinking, what is Cash Money's logo?
Remember, Cash Money is the Cash Money. It's like Death Row.
Yeah,
Cash Money.
Yeah, you're right.
Records on the bottom and then the dollar sign in the middle.
Young Money had a nice logo with the Y and the M.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. They just took it from the Knicks.
Yeah, that's
literally what that's like.
Yeah, true.
I'm not mad at it, but it was like all it was instead of a
TDE.
I like it. It's just that's not like necessarily one of the top billings that I think.
I was just going down the names. I'm thinking of OVO and the Owl and shit.
Bad Boy to me is a
Bad Boy,
is
the
a
baby.
prime.
Yeah, Bad Boy. Yep.
I like E40's.
Sick with it.
No, I like his name logo is stylized.
Yeah, I like the original Eminem logo with the backwards E and shit.
Yeah,
I remember how it originally looked. Now it looks all fucking like a fucking updated video game. It's like, the fuck y'all doing?
Yeah,
Jay-Z without the dash, it's like in big bold letters and shit.
Did you like the one where it had the dots, the two dots?
Yeah, back in '96, it's like hyphen.
Yeah,
how do you pronounce it then? Like Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. It's like a fucking Jedi.
Jay-Z.
You have to go train with Master Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Not who? Jay-Z. I think that's why Jay-Z took the dots out. Like, Jay-Z.
Fix that shit.
I gotta ask Hov one day, like, what were those dots for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it silent?
Yeah. We trying to be exotic, nigga?
Trying to be exotic in 96? Like, what was that, Hove? But, yeah, that.
I'm trying to think of another
Kanye's old logo. But I think it it was Kanye, and then it was like the big-ass Y.
50 Cent's logo is just perfect.
Yeah, I can literally see his logo and G-Unit's logo at the same time. It was literally perfect.
Yeah.
50 Cent in big, bold letters.
Because I just liked it. It was the big old 50, and then it was Cent underneath.
Yeah.
Like, it was
I'll never forget that, because when I got the 8 Mile soundtrack, I remember I opened it, and that flyer just dropped out the CD, and I was like, what is this? And it said, 50 Cent, coming soon. That's all it said.
Yep.
I didn't see his face. I heard of him. I didn't know who he was, but I was like, huh, okay.
What'd you do the first time you heard? What was the first song you heard from 50? Because it had to have been a culture shock.
It was what's it called? No, what the fuck was it called? Life on the Line. That was I didn't know who he was, but that was I guess my unofficial introduction to him. Okay. But when I found out about him, the first time I ever heard him rap was on Love Me, because it was the third track on fucking
All right.
8 Mile. No, was it Love Me? Yeah, it was Love Me, because it was like that. Yeah, Love Me. That was the third track. Okay. That was the first time I heard him.
Yeah, because How to Rob was when I first heard him, because How to Rob was on the Mad Rapper. So D-Dot. D-Dot did a full Mad Rapper album before.
I remember that.
So How to Rob was on there. Yeah. And then How to Rob was on a soundtrack too.
It was?
Yeah, I forgot which soundtrack it was on. So I heard it from there. And then after he had gotten shot, Power of a Dollar leaked, and so my cousin had it, and so I heard him from there, and I was a fan on what the fuck was the song with him and Bun B? It was before Ghetto Quran.
I remember Thug Love with him and Destiny's Child. Remember that one?
Yeah, no, I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
There was a joint with him and Bun B, and it was fucking. That was like when I first was like, oh shit, this dude can write hooks. I'm almost there right now. Hang on.
Almost there. Good as well.
As the World Turns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so As the World Turns was when I was like, oh shit. Okay, cool. Well, when he releases something official, let me know. And then time passed, and then by fluke, that's when I heard Guess Who's Back. And I was like, oh, that's him. And then 50 Cent is the Future was the next one I heard. And up until Dedication 2 dropped, I thought 50 Cent is the Future was the greatest mixtape ever released. Because that was literally the changing of the guard where, oh, you could take other niggas' beats and you don't just spit freestyles. You could actually make another song out of this shit.
Yeah, literally.
Because then that was one of my favorite 50 flips was when he took LL Cool J's Love You Better.
Is that I Will Rob You Better or something?
No.
What was it? I can hear it. What do you say?
He said, baby smiling at me, bitch. Is it cause I won't provide for you, girl? You're after my cheddar.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, this nigga is wild.
Yeah.
And How to Rob, because he was naming. He named everybody. He named Corrupt in
I remember. I listened to How to Rob. I remember that song.
So I was like, oh, like he coming aggressive for that.
It was a troll record. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He trolled everybody, and then Jay-Z responded like 50 Cent the story. He saw him at Summer Jam, and he was like, oh, I like that How to Rob. He's like, I'm gonna get you back, right? And he was like, yeah. He was like, okay. Then he's like, I'm about $1. What the fuck's a 50 Cent?
And he came and goes, I ain't meant he know he meant that night.
I had to send him a bottle for that shit.
Yeah.
People know who 50 Cent was.
I didn't even know 100,000 people knew who 50 Cent was. I had to send him a bottle just for that.
and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
Get rich or die trying. But yeah, the unofficial time I ever first saw or heard 50 was Life on the Line. It was on CMC. That's how I remember it. And it was the Life on the Line video, and I was just like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, okay. And then, lo and behold, that was a whole diss record to fucking Ja Rule. But
bro, I Smell Pussy is still funny to me to this day.
Even though that song has nothing to do with Ja and them, but
yeah. That's what makes it so funny.
I smell pussy. Is that you, Ja? I smell pussy. Is that you, Ty? I smell pussy. Is that you,
Black? You niggas is pussy. I'm rolling down niggas, now watch me. I was like, wait, what? Like, I thought these niggas was gonna get. I was talking about this with one of my homeboys. I was like, I thought these niggas was gonna get barred up to melody. And then it starts, and Lloyd Banks is like, "It's not a commitment to make a commitment, so let me." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Well, hold up, y'all were just
wait.
What kind of shit is that?
and
then the hook on, girl, you know I like it when you climb on top. I'm like, where's okay?
And then the ending comes.
Yeah.
You think when he goes at Charlie Baltimore, the bitch looked like she died last week.
Yeah.
Pale as fuck. 50 was a king of talking shit. Ah, man, I love, like, oh yeah, fucking Method Man shouted out. Oh yeah, shout out to all the Power cast.
Yeah.
Shout out to Power.
Power. We want more. We need more.
We gotta wait till June for book 3.
It's June?
Yeah, June. That's when they say it's coming. June.
I like it.
Yeah, I bet you they're filming book 2 right now. They're filming book 4 with motherfucker.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah,
let's keep it going.
I thought Force was gonna be book 4 or book 5 or whatever.
No, because the one with I don't know.
Whatever.
It don't even matter.
It don't matter. Just make up your own mind, Courtney.
Yeah.
Whatever you did that shit.
Right.
Well, speaking of that,
But salutes to all them. But that wasn't the only thing that Triller did.
What else did Triller do?
Bruh. What hasn't Triller done?
That's
because Triller did Verzuz, but a few days before Verzuz over the weekend.
They did the fighting shit.
Yeah. Fight night.
Okay.
Triller Fight Night.
I kind of agree with Joe about why he hung up on him, because the money they have to fund this shit.
Nigga, they got Arby's money, and Arby's money is scary. Because I don't know where Arby's money comes from.
I don't know. Triller, I don't know where their money comes from, because they had a lot of fucking musical acts. And when I say musical acts, I'm talking pop stars. I'm talking people to God, though. Air the horns. People to God. and he had Doja Cat. They had Diplo. Sweetie, Mount Westmore with Snoop, Ice Cube, Too Short, and E40.
Pause right there. Time out.
Give me what I want. Give me a hell yeah.
When I saw all 4 of them on stage together
On that throne.
It was again because we had spoken about it. Said, oh yeah, they're forming a group. Mm-hmm. But it was seeing them all together when it really hit me like,
oh, they're dead to fuck.
Oh wait,
serious.
these niggas is really a group. Yeah, nah, fuck with this. And the first thing that came to mind was, as excited as I am for this project to drop, because I am excited about it.
Stay here. After I heard that record, that record was fire.
Yeah, if you were, and including Martine, we've all come on this podcast, and we've said at some point, each one of the 4 has inspired us in some ways just growing up. Mm-hmm. But could you imagine how the magnitude of this record would have been in 2006 when it was, if they centered this around all of their solo albums that dropped that year? Because remember, all of them dropped solos that year.
Oh, they did, huh?
Because remember, Snoop was Blue Carpet Treatment.
Oh, that's a good ass album. I remember that.
Remember, 40, My Ghetto Report Card. I Caught My Second Wind, Pimp.
Oh.
Too Short was Blow the Whistle. And then Cube dropped Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Ooh.
And remember, all of them had a connection of some sort to Lil Jon.
Yeah, they all.
Could you imagine Lil Jon being the executive producer of that? Just off the strength of all of them having a connection.
Fuck. Then they all went on tour on some Up in Smoke
all
shit.
2007 would have been the Mount Westmore tour. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, that would be fire.
Dog.
That would been Up in Smoke 2.0, dog.
Easy.
I mean, the album is gonna be fire regardless. Because when I heard that track, I was just like, the track they performed together, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But before they got together, all 4 of them put on a 20-minute set.
Deserved. Well fucking deserved.
But I was like, wait a minute. So y'all paid money for that. Then they had Doja Cat come out, Sweetie, and they all put on 20-minute set lists.
Yeah.
And it was like a festival, and I was just like, okay. But it didn't stop there. Then they had fucking, who else was there? Pete Davidson was hosting the shit.
Yep.
Then you had other boxers.
De La Hoya was there.
Other boxers. Ric Flair with the slap box. When he showed up, this motherfucker. No. He goes like, oh, I was like, is that Ric Flair? And all of a sudden Ric Flair goes, it's the Nature Boy. Woo!
Motherfucker walked backstage to a cage area to go judge a slap box.
In a tux.
And I said, no, this is special right here. Like, whatever Triller is doing, keep doing it.
That was sports entertainment.
Yes.
That's the definition of sports entertainment.
What Triller Fight Night was a big-ass party that just so happened to have fights.
Like, honestly, the way they constructed it if you were having a get together, all you had to do was like put the shit on speakers or whatever, have some drinks, have weed, girls around and shit. It'd be like one big ass kickback.
No, this is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
This is a whole fucking vibe.
And when the performances come on, y'all can just kick back, dance, watch or whatever.
Yes.
Like that's all it really was.
Yes.
It was a party atmosphere,
Yeah.
and then you just happen to have fights on. Yeah, that was fire.
No, I'm. Because remember, for the first fight night, it just took us all by storm, and we was like, "Oh no, we got to see more of this."
Yeah,
because Snoop stole the show for obvious reasons.
He still did,
and that was the other thing. This whole thing started off with Snoop and Jaleel White as Urkel.
Oh yeah, because
this is how this started off.
That's another thing. Yo, Jaleel White has a new fucking weed strand called what's it called? Urkel something?
Purple Urkel. Can we give this man a round of applause? This is a black all-star.
It is.
Jaleel White is known for... He's done multitude of things. But he is known for one role.
There are two roles if you count Sonic.
Nah, he's known for one role.
I know, but still.
Which is Urkel.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't needed to do anything. Remember, he was in Atlanta.
Yeah. And he has swore he never wanted... He always kind of looked at Urkel's... Like, the character of Urkel sideways because low-key kind of ruined his life a bit. So he was just like, nah, I don't want to be Urkel no more. So for them to give him the bag to put on the glasses again and do the voice,
yeah,
that bag had to be big for him to do that.
Bro.
That's scary money. That money put him back.
Like when I just saw him spin the chair and I was like, oh shit, it's Urkel, nigga. That's Urkel. Oh, we lit, nigga. Give me the weed now. I want the weed now. Give me the motherfucker now. Urkel now.
I'm on right now. I'm on top right now. Yeah, that was why I was just like, oh wow, he became Urkel again?
Yeah.
That Triller money must have been. They was like, oh, we want you to be Urkel. He's like, I don't know. And they gave him a blank check.
Whatever that amount was.
He looked at that and said, yeah. Yeah. As soon as he saw that check, I put the glasses on. I put the suspenders back on. I put the voice. He probably never did that voice in years.
Yeah.
He probably didn't do that shit in years, dog. So for him to embrace the Urkel and for the first time in decades, Family Matters has been out there for how long? What, 20 years? 10 years? Not even 10 years.
What, ended in 98 or some shit like that?
Some shit, 99-ish. Yeah. 20, damn near 2 decades. He has not embraced Urkel. Man. But yeah, that shit happened. And then Jake Paul had that fight with, what's old boy's name?
That is... Should I just
Jake's, no, not Jake something.
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren, yeah.
But before that fight, first fight that took place was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
That was a good one. I don't remember if this was the second one.
This was the second one.
Or if it was the third one. But whatever one that led into the Jake Paul and Ben fight.
Yeah.
That was the one. First of all, I knew some shit was going to go wild when Homeboy came out dressed like he was playing for the Charlotte Hornets. And I was like, nah, some shit about to pop off. I don't know what it is. And then homie got knocked to the ground. And I was like, damn, he got a shot right to the nuts. That's all bad. Oh, every man feels that.
Yeah.
Then they showed the replay, and I was like, oh, he didn't get hit in the nuts. Damn, he got fucked up in the ribs.
That's what I thought at first on the replay.
And then they did another angle of the replay, and it was like, wait a minute, this nigga got hit in the back.
Yeah.
What
the fuck's he laying on the ground? Get your ass up.
Yeah, so, and then the commentators were all talking shit. Snoop was talking shit. All of them were talking shit to him. They brought out the stretcher. And this man, JC, calls me, and he is dying laughing.
It was too good not to call somebody and just laugh.
He didn't have to work out. He had an ab workout just from laughing his ass off.
This man was in such pain from being tapped in the back. Like, fam,
get your ass up.
Get your ass up. It ain't even wet over here.
Literally.
Like,
the pool's not that deep, man. Get your ass up.
And then the funniest part was, I think Kaz pointed it out on Twitter, was when they were he had him on the stretcher, wheeling him out. He said, "This is better than WWE." And I played the clip, and it's the guy went out, "We're gonna get you help, champ. It's okay." Really, like, this nigga didn't get hit like that.
This is sports entertainment. This is how you do fuckery sports entertainment.
Yeah.
Then you had the boxing match with Jake Paul and old boy. And I didn't watch the fight because I ended up going to the movies and shit like that.
You didn't even miss anything.
I didn't miss nothing because he knocked him out in the first round. It was on some
first 2 minutes. And the thing was it was so funny because Snoop and Pete Davidson had just started rolling up. And then he that's
they
when
were rolling?
Yeah, like they were smoking all night. Like
yeah, I know. Yeah, they were smoking weed all night.
Yeah. So he hit him, and then Snoop gets up and he goes, "That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Jake. Win me my fucking money, Jake. Give me my fucking money, Jake. Give me my $2 million, Jake. Give me my fucking $2 million, Jake."
Because he bet fucking what's his name? Not Joe Rogan. Who's the dude from UFC? The owner of UFC. What's his name? I see his face.
I thought he bet Joe Rogan.
No, that wasn't Joe Rogan. It was another. It was a dude from UFC. Oh my god, what's his name? What is his name?
I'm about to look it up right now.
But Dana White.
Dana White, there you go.
Yeah, he baked Dana White $2 million. I think that's what it was. That's why Dana White was pissed. That's why he said this shit's hella fake.
Yeah. Now Dana White's all over saying that he never bet Snoop $2 million, this and that.
Oh, all of a sudden, okay. Yeah, you bet Snoop. Give him his $2 million.
And I saw, like, again, you and I both saw it as, yo, this is great sports entertainment. Like,
a lot of people saw it as sports entertainment.
Yeah, like, just like how you said, oh, so now we know for the future, call over the boys, they could bring some women, everybody make sure everybody cool. Like, this is, because let me tell you something. I know it was all good and well to laugh at Sweetie when she was putting hot Cheetos on her pizza and shit.
Yeah, I didn't see that shit.
And, like, you know, and it's like, oh, man, like, she just, that's horrible. But what her and her dancers were wearing on stage.
Boy! What Doja Cat was doing.
That led into what Doja Cat was. And let me just tell you, I want to be the one to take credit for this. The people that are listening to this podcast who got introduced to Doja Cat, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I came on this pod and I just happened to stumble upon her by accident just after the Moo shit. And I found her album and I was like, oh, that was just to get y'all to listen. This music's pretty good. You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. Because what I saw on that stage was like, oh.
She was in chat room showing feet. But boy, she can show all the feet she wanted. That music keeps going.
No, she can show her feet as long as she get on my screen, keep showing that ass.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yeah,
but, even without her looking as scrumptious as she looked, that was a wonderful fucking performance. She could perform.
She can put on a show.
Yeah.
And she does hella variations of Say So. Every type of variation you can think of, she has done at every award show.
Whoever she brought on to do the guitar, my man.
Yeah.
Salute to you.
When she did the other song, what's it called? The one where everyone did the silhouette challenge or whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, she did that song. I think it's all Savages or whatever. But she could rap her ass off. She could sing her ass off. She is a talented person, dog. Like she
really is.
I can't wait. I gotta go back and re-listen to her album because she's really good. But again, that goes right back to Justin Bieber. Streets. There you go.
Yeah.
And that goes right back to what they had Justin Bieber out there for like 20 fucking minutes. He put on a show. It was just, I'm telling you, like.
That nigga came out and did the acapella to Peaches, and I was like, nah, keep going, nigga.
Yeah.
You don't need drums for this, motherfucker. I'm not mad at this. You do this shit, but on the fucking album, I want my damn drums. What is wrong with you?
Well, in the EP, there's a lot of drums. The EP dropped.
See, he lost me on the, like, again, fool me once.
on Changes.
Yes, whatever dropped last year. Yeah, Strike One.
Yeah,
fool me twice.
Strike
three. You don't. I don't make it to the EP. No,
there's a lot of drums on there.
I'm sure there are.
There's a lot of drums.
If only they was on Justice.
That's Justice.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and listen to that. I mean, I did listen to it. I was like, I don't know what JC's thinking. There's some drums here, drums there.
And drums didn't start till track 5 or 6.
After the MLK.
And then Martin Luther King is, for some reason, is in. I'm like, fam.
That still throws me off.
This shit's too much. I'm not going to do this.
That still throws me off. Why did you put him there?
I don't know.
Whatever. But
anyway, you gotta remember, Doja Cat also just dropped another single with SZA.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And they dropped a music video for that, too.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Nigga.
Oh. That good, huh?
Nigga.
Okay. Nigga.
Nigga.
Yeah, sorry, Kyrie. Nigga.
Some side note before we finish up with the topic. Our mans.
Who?
Akeem Ali. He dropped the follow-up to Kimi Casanova. Sugar.
Oh, really? Oh, your boy.
Watch that video and tell me that if you go see Silk Sonic, you don't want this nigga to open up for him.
They
just tell me that you don't.
They need to hurry up with that fucking album, dog.
Like, bro, this is an Akeem Ali stan podcast, okay? No Akeem Ali, Kimi Casanova slander tolerated, all right? That is King-ism right now. Ism, okay? So shouts out to everybody that shouts out to that. But to finish this up, I saw a lot of people pissed off with how just the night ended, and I get the fact that, yeah, the fight only lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But I knew what time it was when Pete Davidson showed up, and the first thing he said to Diplo was, "Hey, man, you want to fuck my mom?"
Yeah, that should have just let you know what time. When you saw the slapboxing shit with Ric Flair, that should have let you know what time it was.
Yeah, no, this is sports entertainment.
It was This is sports entertainment, Vince McMahon. I mean, it was their version of sports entertainment. It was just there to be entertained. Just.
They got me.
Yeah.
They got me, bro.
Hey, they got me too. I ain't gonna pay for that shit. Unless when the world opens up again and they actually make this like a fucking festival or an actual whatever, Triller gonna make a lot of money off that shit.
See, if you host an event for this, I don't mind paying, because then everybody you just charge it by $5. Now with the way my cable plan is set up,
yeah,
I don't have to worry about that. But if we were to have a watch party that had the vibes and the women, no, I'm for sure paying for this. Yeah. Everybody just pitch in $5.
Exactly.
And whatever else we got to pitch in for the food, and just everybody just enjoy the vibes.
Everybody just enjoy the show.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Isn't Jake Paul going to go against Mayweather?
No, that's his brother, Logan.
Logan Paul's going to go against Mayweather. That's
He was, and then it got canceled or postponed for something. And the way that I guess it's now going to get set up is... how's it gonna go? They're making it seem like it is gonna go through. And they're making it seem like Mayweather's gonna knock Logan out, so then Jake's gonna have to come out and avenge him,
I guess.
And then, like, you can just tell it has that vibe. And then if Mayweather backs out, you can tell it has they're gonna paint the picture like it's WWE. Like, but who do you think you are getting the shine? I'm Logan. Well, I'm Jake. Paul versus Paul.
That could happen.
And I'll be like, yeah, you got me. Yeah. Bring the women. Let's go.
I just don't understand. I mean, I can understand why Mayweather's doing it for money and shit. He's probably bored. Yeah. He got nothing else to do, no one else to face because he's beating everybody. I mean, I guess Mayweather, but...
Funny story about Mayweather.
Oh, shit.
So, you know how he leaves a certain demographic of people upset on Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say just Mexican. It's just a very certain demographic.
Yeah.
I forgot who he fought, but me and my boy Hype, shout out to Hype, we went to a friend's birthday party, and you know, we all just kicking it back. They had the party around the Mayweather fight. Yeah. So we all go in there and we're watching. And, you know, I'm not drunk or anything. You know, I'm vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows I'm black and I'm Mexican. Yeah. So they were obviously cheering against Mayweather. And I forgot what round it was, but Mayweather was coming and he was serving foot and ass. Like, when I'm talking about he landed punches that shouldn't have been landed. And he landed one, and I got lost in the moment, and the first thing that came out was, "Go to sleep, mijo."
And the director could have just stopped, and everyone just looked at you like, "Oh, wait, what?"
And I'm so oblivious to it, I'm just in the fight. And the rest of the night goes on. There's no issue. And we all have a good time. We say goodbye. We in the car pulling off, and the Hype looks at me. He's like,
"No, you almost got fucked up."
You know, I had to stop you from getting fucked up. And I was like, "Fucked up? What are you talking about? I didn't drink, smoke that much." Like, I'm thinking like he talking about like stop me from being inebriated. Yeah. And the guy knew I had to drive. What are you talking about? He goes, "Nah, man." It's like when Mayweather was knocking him, you said mijo. Everybody was looking around. And I had to look. He's half Mexican, isn't he?
He's half Mexican. Let it go. Oh.
And I looked at him and I was like, "That's why you my brother, G."
Yeah. He's half Mexican. He's good. He's good. Just let it go. Because you got shield powerbombed into the table. Like, nigga. Yeah. Where the fuck you at? It's like that scene from fucking Training Day when the fucking horse shows up.
It went. That's how he described it to me afterwards. He's like, "Nah, it was looking like that." I had to let him know. "Oh, no. He's half Mexican."
He's okay. All right. Shit. But yeah, man, Triller, keep doing y'all thing.
Salute to Triller.
I don't know what I don't know what deal y'all did with with the cartels or some shit, because the money you motherfuckers got, I don't know. I can understand why Joe Budden didn't take that money when they offered it to him.
They got Hermanos chicken money.
They have something.
They got Hermanos chicken money.
Hermanos chicken money. What do you mean?
The name of the spot in Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, Gus and shit. Yeah.
Was it Hermanos or Dos Hermanos?
I forgot. I think it's Dos Hermanos. I think.
Yeah, whatever that two brothers chicken was.
Yeah.
That's who's funding them.
Yeah.
And I think I've said way too much, so I
Because I can understand why Joe turned down their deal. He was just like, yeah. They said, okay, make. What did they tell him?
They said, hey, just name the price, and he said, and I hung up.
Because he's like, oh wow, no,
yeah,
that's too good to be true. I mean, yeah, it is too good to be true. I hope nothing happened with Swizz and Verzuz and shit. Yeah.
Nah, but salute to all the guys. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. Speaking to Joe, boy, have they found their footing, man.
Yeah, they have.
None more than that episode that I said was coming, and I said I was ready.
And I've been waiting,
my brother,
baby.
I thought it was coming that Wednesday.
It came that Saturday.
It didn't show up. I thought it was coming Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It came Friday.
Yeah, it came Friday, yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I got in my car,
mm-hmm.
and nothing else mattered. When I say I got in my car, I meant I had already pressed play on the pod and immediately pressed pause. So that was when my car started, we was right in motion.
You wanted to hear every moment.
We was right there.
And you listened to your pastor speak.
Let me tell you something, man. Pastor preached a good word, brother.
I mean,
an hour and 40 minutes of nothing but just.
It's like 90 minutes.
Yeah. Just nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth, really.
It really was.
And that was the funny thing was, everybody saw the picture and was making jokes and it was like, oh,
I thought it was fucking funny.
Of course it was hilarious, but they completely made up their mind on what they thought the episode was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the complete opposite. Yeah.
Like
I saw a bunch of women, even men.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of people in general just saying, oh, he hates women. And there was a point in the pod where he went in on the men.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just about going in on men. There was a specific reason, like he does with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, this was a bar.
Yeah.
He said, if you are a man who is not working minimum 60 hours a week that you get paid for, you need to get off your ass. Yeah. Because you can't be proud and broke out here at the same time.
You can't be proud and broke at the same time.
And people got upset with that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
No, they were upset with a lot of shit. When he gave Sweetie a 6, what did he rank her, a 6?
An adjustable 6.
An adjustable 6.
An adjustable 6 can work, fam.
You gotta break down what an adjustable 6
An adjustable 6 means that she's cute, but she could go and
become an adjustable 8,
and she can move up to become pretty or beautiful, whatever you want, however you want it, however you want that to go.
Yeah.
And I figured out how to go about this. Get this off women just by just saying, "Hey, baby, I'm an adjustable 5. You a point ahead of me. Let's adjust each other."
And a lot of the women were so angry at what he was saying, even dudes too, when they saw that clip. And I had to ask the question on Twitter. I had to ask people, do you guys really watch Kevin Samuels' videos on do you really watch the entirety of them? Or do y'all just make up your fucking mind and go off what everyone's saying on Twitter and the clips you see? And no one could really give me a certified answer. It's like everyone was playing follow the fucking leader. And it was just like, y'all can't really make up your mind. Like, I don't agree with some of all of the shit he says, but a lot of the shit he be saying to these women is the truth. And the women call into their fucking shits and they be saying some bullshit to them. Like,
yeah.
Like,
and that's my thing too, is I don't agree with everything he says.
Yeah.
And that should be true about everybody in general who are your role models, your parents even. You shouldn't be agreeing with every single thing. You should have a mind of your own.
Yeah.
But I will say this, 100% of the time he makes sense.
He makes a logical sense.
Even if I don't agree with him, I can at least say, I don't agree, but he has points. And you can't dispute those points.
You really can't. So
that's where my confusion takes place, because it's like, Again, well, did you watch it? No, why would I watch it? Okay, so you're just talking out your ass at this point.
Exactly. They like a lot of these people made up and then they try to go at him. It's like, why is he giving fucking advice about marriage when he hasn't been married his damn self? He has failed marriages and all this other stuff. And look what he's wearing. Why should I take advice from this dude? And it's like, what's that got to do with anything?
Time out. I ain't ever hear nobody bring that up when they was buying Steve Harvey books. Act like a lady, think like a man. He been divorced once or twice?
Because he's dresses nice and he tells women what they want to fucking hear.
Kevin Samuels dressed nice too.
Yeah, he dressed really nice in a suit every YouTube page. No, but the difference is, Steve Harvey just tells women what they want to fucking hear.
To sell books.
To sell books.
To sell. They're a customer.
Exactly. He tells women, he's giving out our secrets to women and tell them.
Price.
Well, for a price.
For a price. He sold us out.
Yeah. Fucker.
And he ain't even telling them the right information. That's the part that's fucked up. He's selling us out and giving them wrong information.
Very wrong.
So now he changed the playbook for how we have to approach it, because we like, well, we never even, that's not what we want. But all these women
made a movie out of this shit too.
Yeah, and then there's a select demographic of women who believe that, and then when you don't align yourself with that, it's, well, you ain't no real man. Well, that's not what we never wanted to begin with. Yeah. And who are you to say what a real man is? You're not a man.
Exactly.
How can you?
Exactly.
How, like, again, that goes back to what I was saying. What if a nigga was out here saying, well, a woman's not a real woman if she don't have kids? Yeah. Who are you to say that?
Yeah, exactly. And I think they get more triggered of him, like, ranking them, calling them an adjustable 6 and all this other shit.
Which is wild, because they rank niggas every day.
Literally. Niggas be in your DMs every fucking day. I think he even said it like women have the power for sex, but the men have the power in getting the relationship. Yeah. Like, dead ass, we have the power. And everything he was saying was the truth. And it's like, and then they talk about what a high value man is. Women. This is from Kevin Samuels' definition, a high value man is a man who makes what, 6 figures?
It's a man who makes 6 figures annually. He makes at least $10,000 a month for at least 5 years. So it can't just be he just came into some money. Yeah. He differentiates high value men from professional athletes and entertainers, because he says how they acquire that money, it's a different ball game. He recognizes they're all in the 1%, but it's a difference, and he doesn't say this disrespectfully. Yeah. He's saying that there's a difference between a man who has to invest the time and effort into school and everything that comes with it in order to be a high value man, versus the entertainers and the athletes who they do invest their time. Pretty much, they sacrifice. It's a man, but it's once you go in the draft, you're a millionaire.
Exactly.
At least for the first round.
Pretty much, yeah. But pretty much, it's a man who pretty much is about his business. Yeah. And business only. Yeah. And the women be saying this is what they want. They want to live this whole fantasy world of like what a high value man is. They want a man to take care of them and shit like that. But then it's like, what do you bring besides sex? What do you bring to the table?
A woman said this best the other day on Twitter, and I was like, ain't that some shit?
And a woman had to say it.
She said, I just find it so ironic that all women bring to the table is pussy and ass, but then they get mad at men who treat them like a piece of ass afterwards.
Yeah, we got to do better than that.
And it was like,
it's the truth. That's all they do. Like, and they always say like, "Oh, men have everything in the world." I'm like, no, we don't. Like, no, we don't. We don't have it all in the world. He always said it's always mainly on black women. I don't agree with that. It's not just black women. It's damn near all women. Damn near.
And they also, again, Kevin Samuels hates black women. There was a point in the last 2 or 3 weeks, because I watched it. I watch his live streams. I don't just watch.
He does people.
Yeah, no,
religiously.
I'm telling you, I go to church. Whatever church Pastor Samuels is at, I'm there. But there was a point where this woman, I think she was an Asian woman. She, first of all, she was just too young, so she didn't even, whatever the topic was, I forget what the topic was. So she couldn't even talk from that perspective. But her initial argument was, yeah, and these black women, and she wasn't on YouTube, but he could see them on the Zoom. Yeah. He immediately stopped her and said, well, first of all, you're too young, and second of all, I'm not going to let you come on the platform and just talk about black women like that. Yeah. So that completely diminishes the argument of he hates black women.
But of course, they don't see that.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to make it perfectly clear. I saw with my own 2 eyes. My own 2 eyes. He stopped her dead in her tracks, said, "You're too young to even participate in this." And number 2, I'm not going to let you get that off and say that about black women. We can have another conversation about women in general overall, but if your argument is you as a woman who's not black talking down on, we're not going to do that. Pretty much. And he ended it right there.
Pretty much what Kevin Samuels does is that he holds a mirror up and he holds you accountable for your actions. That's all he does.
All he does is he literally takes the information that these women give him willingly.
Yes, willingly. They call into his show and they try to aha him. Like, I got you. But then he's just like, no, that's not how this goes. Why would a man want you if you're fucking cheat? What's it called? If you have multiple baby daddies and all this other shit, and you barely don't got a job and all this other shit. Why would a high value man want you? You sound like a headache. Like you sound like a headache.
Yeah, and the same type of women who speak down on men that make it, 45,000. Well, I just don't think we'd have anything in common. And it's like, you keep hiding behind the fact, though, I want to find love, but everything you say has nothing to do with love.
Materialistic. You're not looking for love. You're looking for a come up.
Yeah,
you're looking to be taken care of.
He had one woman, he caught her straight up, where he was like, men want their women to be fit, and she was like, that's so shallow, Kevin. And he's like, oh, so you'll date a man that makes 18,000? Nah, I wouldn't date him. And he's like, so that's not shallow? You wouldn't date a man? That's material.
A lot of these women don't want to be upfront about that shit because they know it's wrong. And they don't want to be held accountable.
To me, it's not even wrong. If you don't want to date nobody that makes 30,000, that's cool. But you better make sure what you're bringing to the table for somebody that makes higher is what they actually want.
You guys got to be equal. You guys got to be an equal footing. Like,
no, that's not what it is.
Oh, really?
It's not even an equal footing. Because his whole thing is that you as a woman that's going to be prepared to become a wife, you need to be prepared to be submissive because you're going to have to, and that's his thing.
That's his thing, not my thing personally, but that's his thing.
Well, this is where he catches the women because they say, I want a God-fearing man. He's like, well, in the Bible, you need to be submissive to your husband. And they fight it. And he's like, but how do you want to go? And he's like, y'all want God-fearing men, but you don't want to lead. You don't want to be led by the God-fearing man. So what sense does that make? Because now you're going against what God's will is according to you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he uses their words against him, and that's why they hate him.
Yeah.
Because he makes them sound stupid.
And his whole thing is he never takes it to morality or religion until they do it.
They get themselves into it. And again, he holds them accountable for their actions.
Right.
And for the words they do and all this other stuff. Like, what, again, they want a high value man, and sometimes I be seeing tweets from women what they want from a man. It's like, what do you bring to the table? Or if I know you personally, and I'm like, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why would a quote unquote when they talk about a high value man, they're thinking about athletes and rappers and drug dealers and shit because it's easier for them. That's a high value man to them.
Right.
Because they can bring in the revenue, they can be taken care of. But then when the shit doesn't go right. And they're going like, oh, he doesn't make time for me, oh, he cheated on me. It's like, yeah, these are the men you want because you're not looking for love. You're not patient enough to work with the man and shit like that, to see him come up and shit like that. Just, oh my god, fucking women, dog.
Yeah, come on now. Every blouse, every bag, every bracelet comes with a price tag. And what did
Pusha say? He said something about don't ever trust a female that will turn around and fuck the janitor.
Something like that.
Something like that. You'll never trust a bitch because she'll fuck you and then go back and go and fuck the janitor. Like, some of these women, again, they don't want to be held accountable for how they are because they're just like us. They're just like niggas, but they don't want to admit it because niggas are us.
That would be such a great place. Still, I'm still thinking about niggas.
I know
are
niggas
us.
are us. I know. I want 1,000%.
Yeah. No. But again, so it sounds foul, but I laughed hard when Joe told Kevin, he goes, you can't say that a woman is the same size as Barry Sanders or Emmett Smith. And he goes, yeah, actually I was wrong. She was bigger than Barry Sanders and Emmett Smith. and he's like, but what's the issue? They have, he goes, and then I loved it best. He goes, they got no problem talking about us. And he brought the lyrics to Scrubs, no Scrubs. He's like, they have no problem
bashing us for having no money.
Yeah, and he goes, and you're not even bashing women when you just say, I just want a woman who's fit and looks like this. Like, where's the bash?
Or all we really want is just peace. That's all we really want.
Yeah, no. Men are simple creatures.
Very simple and
we're stupid at times. Point. We're stupid at times.
Very stupid.
But we're very simple and we're very loyal. And sometimes
direct.
loyal to a fault.
And direct.
Not everybody.
Well, yeah,
I've learned this about men. Not every man is direct.
Oh no, they could be. Yeah, they could have whole tendencies too.
Yeah,
very.
But this was one of those things where it was like, if you just bashing and talking down on him, then you clearly didn't watch the episode. Mm-hmm. Because after he got done breaking down what he does for the show, he broke down how he transitioned from corporate America into this. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that, when I was at whatever his company was before, I just hired black people, women and men.
Yep.
And we were killing it in the numbers. And I was eating one night and my coworkers who were white were like, hey, why do you always only hire black people? And he's like, same reason why you only hire white people. And I went about eating my food.
Yep.
He said, if I'm going to be put in a position, I'm going to bring as many people as I can with me. They need to know that we don't take breaks here. We're going to keep... And I'm like, what's the problem in this? Because last time I checked, everybody on social media is always talking about, we need to build together. We need to do everything together. Well, here he is saying it, and you talking shit about the man.
Because he doesn't fit... He doesn't fit the narrative. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And I lost some followers when I even tweeted, Kevin Samuels is saying some real shit, and I lost some followers. It's like you guys have your mind made up about what he is, and it's like, you guys didn't do your proper research. You guys are literally just getting triggered off small clips that are taken out of context on Instagram or what you see on Twitter and shit like that. Y'all don't go and watch his full fucking videos to see what he's saying and seeing what the women are saying, because probably the women is you.
Yeah. It's hard to look in the mirror.
Oh yeah, they don't want to look at that. They don't want to look in the mirror.
And see, the thing is people are so conditioned to ride for the fake that when they see real, they just write it off as hate.
The fake is easier to digest. The fake is easier to swallow. It's easier. It's the Matrix,
right? But 3 reasons how I knew what he was saying was real. Mm-hmm. And the first one I already went over, which was if you ain't working 60 hours minimum, you can't be proud and broke at the same time.
Proud and broke. Yep.
The second one was pressure is made for shoulders, not for hips. And then the last one was that women expect men to be grass-eating lions, and that's not in our nature.
Yeah, it's a bar.
Again, women are shaping, and then that was the great thing he said. He goes, women are shaping men into the very men that they talk down on. Mm-hmm. And he said, women, we're as a community, our boys aren't where they need to be in terms of academically. I think, statistics, unfortunately, is, just how it goes. Some kids are reading at a 4th grade level when they're way past 4th grade. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and these are the men that you're raising that are going to be potential leaders. So how are you raising these men? Because if you're raising them by saying, well, that's not a man, you're shaping them in an image of what you perceive as a man, and they don't have positive male role models around.
Yep.
You're just creating the same man that you're talking down on now.
See, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear that. The truth hurts. It
stings.
It stings, and that's why they want to be away from the truth. I've lost friends from telling the truth a little too much, blunt, because the lie is so easier to look at. The lie is pretty much being plugged in. And then when you unplug and see shit for what it is, it's like, this is what it is. No, I don't want to know it that way. No.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's like, it don't matter what you want. This is how the world works. This is how
it works. And they don't want to admit it. But yeah, that interview was fire, man.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was needed.
It was needed. It really was. And that's what I'm saying, women. I just want to preface. I don't have to preface shit. You know what it is.
Y'all know what this is.
Y'all know what this is. I don't have to preface shit. He kept it real. And if y'all need to do your research before you want to fucking come at such certain shit. That's what I hate. I hate motherfuckers that just react off a headline or react off a clip without doing the proper research. It's really fucking annoying to me. And like Twitter even put this shit there. Like, did you read this article? And niggas didn't even read what the fucking shit said. They still
I didn't have to read it. I know. I was like, what?
Like, what?
How do you know if you didn't
Like, they make up their fucking mind. They make up their own mind that fits their own narrative. And when you disrupt it, instead of admitting, I fucked up, or deleting the tweet, because I've done that before. When I feel like I fucked up, I'm like, okay, I fucked up, and I'll just delete the tweet.
Fam, when autocorrect fucks up what I wanted to spell, I delete it. I don't keep it up there and then put the little asterisk. No, this is what. No, I delete the whole thing.
Sometimes I get lazy because I don't want to copy and paste.
Then
I put the asterisk. I put the asterisk. Sometimes I do that. I don't do that all the time. But I don't.
I delete it all. Ain't gonna catch me out here slipping. Nah, fam. I got 2 college degrees.
I ain't gonna look stupid. No, but then sometimes my tweets will start getting off. The retweets will go off. I'm like, damn, this is going off now. But the grammar.
So I gotta catch it. Gotta catch that shit.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, but that was a great interview. But man, streaming, dog. Disney Plus, Disney Netflix, whatever. Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna go back to fucking Disney. Well, Spider-Man is going to go back to Disney Plus or whatever. Like, all the movies are gonna go there because I guess they're shaping up. They're getting ready for the whole fucking live-action Spider-Verse movie that's coming out, allegedly. They still haven't confirmed or denied it.
Right.
So Sony and Disney made a deal, Sony made a deal with Netflix and Disney, pretty much saying that all their movies are going to be streaming on their shit now, exclusively. As soon as it's done on Netflix, it's going to go straight to Disney Plus and Hulu. So all the Spider-Man movies are going to be on Disney Plus
starting in 2022. Yeah.
2022. 2002. Yeah. And I was just like, well, about damn time. Shit. About damn time they made that damn deal. So
Disney made that deal and then looked over at HBO and said, bitch.
And Netflix.
On some Prince shit looking at Michael.
Bitch. HBO Max is like, okay.
Yeah.
I did like a whole
get a load of Mr. Bitches over here.
Bitches over here. No, I was thinking of, like, I was ranking like all the fuck. I did it on Twitter like earlier this morning, like the rankings of all the fucking top fucking streaming services. I was like, it's HBO Max, then it's fucking Disney Plus,
yeah,
then it's Hulu, then it's Prime, then it's Netflix, and then everybody else.
Yep.
Then everybody else, pretty much. I never thought I had Netflix at like number 5. Because you would thought they would have been number 1, but the way this shit's going, HBO Max is the fucking as a staff record label, as a motherfucking crew. Like, someone asked me flat out, like, "Oh, why do you think HBO Max is better?" And I had that clip of Kanye, "Nigga, you see this cop?" Every time you log in, you see this cop.
You gotta sound like Catwoman. Nigga, do you see this?
You see this? You see all these movies, all their TV shows, all this fucking original content? Sometimes I forget about all the streaming services. I just be on HBO Max. I haven't been on Paramount Plus lately, and I pay for that shit. I gotta start going on that shit soon. Shit.
Paramount Plus, so much there too.
I know, dude. Peacock. Hey, don't doubt Peacock. Peacock got a lot of shit on there too.
I'm telling you, the idea that we had was, we could just separate them by days.
No, nigga.
No. Create a schedule. You gonna go through about 5 of them in about a 3-hour span. Create a schedule, and just go from there.
Because there's so much quality shit.
Oh my god.
My god, man. Ugh. Anyway, what else?
I don't know, but we gonna take a break.
Yeah, it's that time.
Yeah.
Is it that time?
The listeners, y'all ain't gonna notice.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah.
But we gonna take a quick break because we gonna get into Snowfall.
Yeah, we back.
Snowfall.
What kind of shit is that?
Well.
This is
Well. That was an interesting season finale.
Yeah, that was. We just literally got done watching it, and I'm just like, I'm not in shock. I'm just very like, it has to settle in. This is the same feeling I had after I watched the Snyder Cut. So pretty soon I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Talk about your ass being in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Like the whole episode I'm watching. First of all, why did Franklin shut down the fucking shelter like Diddy was shutting down the studio on Making the Band?
Yeah, just shut the whole shit down because first off, his daddy went on the radio
and doubled down
and snitched on everyone.
Well, let's rewind because we're actually recapping 2 episodes.
Oh yeah.
Let's go back to episode 9.
What happened in episode 9? I forgot that.
Franklin was that nigga.
Oh yeah,
Franklin was that nigga in episode 9.
Yeah, he killed Man Boy and shit like that. Yeah, he was a Michael Corleone. He had to pick up the pieces and wipe everything out of the way. He had to get rid of the dead weight pretty much,
which is everything that should have happened in episode 1.
But it's too logical. That would have happened, and there would have been a season. So
there could have been a
other shit that happened.
Grand array of shit that could have happened.
Because that cop that fucked up Franklin's mama, he never hear from him. Gone. Like there was nothing about him ever again. Like he was gone.
Man Boy, gone.
Gone.
Khadijah, gone. Who else did it? Oh, the reporter chick, gone. Like they got busy in episode 9, and I was like, oh no, they restoring the feeling. Okay,
yeah,
Franklin that nigga for sure. 10 started off that way.
Yeah, it did.
Like you said, his dad went back, doubled down on the radio.
Snitched on everybody.
Somebody on Twitter said, "Man, 6ix9ine ain't even snitched.
6ix9ine ain't even snitched like that."
Like, fam, what are you talking about?
Literally, yeah. So he snitched on everybody. Then after that, I'm still just sitting here, and then there was a whole fucking standoff with Alton, Franklin's mama, Franklin, and fucking Teddy, and it was like the scene from The Office. Everyone had their fucking guns out and shit like that. And then they just said, "Oh, just leave us alone. Just send us our passports. Just let us go. We'll let you go." And what?
Oh, you had to let the...
Oh, I didn't. That's like if I don't have my headphones in. What was it? The gunshots?
No, it was the stay calm.
Oh yeah, stay calm. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much what it was. That was a really intense, like that whole 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever. It was just intense. Oh yeah, Mr. fucking, what's his name? Scully went up into the hospital and shit like that.
You know, the hospital to die.
Or did he die? We didn't really see him die. He just, well, who knows what this fucking season.
You know what? That's right. You're right. We didn't see him in a body bag.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
But that nigga just dropped after he had his gun pointed out at Louis and Jerome.
Yeah. And then, what else happened? Yeah, so there was a standoff. So then Reed, he pretty much said, like, yeah, you can go to Cuba or whatever, just don't come back. And I was just like, no, you can't just let that shit go. He said your name on the radio, and then he tells Franklin, yeah, I'm going to be gone for a few days. Like, he just knew what he is. Like, yeah, I'm going to be gone for a few days. I got to lay low for a minute, so.
Somebody did this.
And then Gustavo finally found the whereabouts of old girl.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure out how that plays out.
Next season.
Louis and Jerome want to go solo, basically.
And then Franklin just said, nah, it's still bad boy for life. You still a part of this contract.
Leon said, I'm trying to get out too. And he said, nigga, I had to pull the police. I had to pull off Scully.
I had to do a lot of shit to protect your ass. So, no, you're indebted to me, nigga. And then Leon was like, okay. So, yeah, that happened. So then we go to Cuba.
Havana.
Whatever. Havana, yeah. We're in Havana now. And,
Cuba, Havana, Cuba.
Yeah, we're back in Cuba, and, Franklin's dad is just chilling. Mom is in a nice dress and shit like that. And he's all chilling, and all of a sudden the door opens, and guess who it was? You guessed it! Ta-da! Reed. And nigga just look like the fucking Bourne Identity. Just Jason Bourne, just chilling there. And then, all the...
Fucking fashionista assassin.
Seriously, bro. And he's just looking at him, and he's just like, just do what you gotta do. He said some Bible verse or whatever, said, do what you gotta do. And then he turned his back, and then old boy was getting his gun out, and then it just cuts to the next scene. We don't know if he killed him or not. And then we're back in church in, Texas?
Yeah.
And then Franklin, who did Franklin meet up with?
What do you know? There's Mel.
There's Mel. And why did he go after her again?
Well, remember, Mel shot him.
Mel did shoot him, yes.
And then remember, at the beginning of the season, a reporter chick, that's where she went to go get the info.
Yep. So, yeah, he went up to her and pretty much said, he just threatened her pretty much.
Yeah, and he...
Said,
see, this is where the writing goes a little
weird,
wild when it comes to Franklin.
Yeah.
Because he came and bossed up, but then she countered with, fine, do what you do, but just tell me that you killed my father. And then the nigga just didn't say anything, started walking away.
He didn't admit it. He didn't have no account. We just talked about females who don't want to have accountability. Franklin put a nigga shit, like a female shit, and didn't want to just admit he did it. And then he didn't limp away. He put the cane down and then just had that Denzel walk. And he just walked off. and then it went, and then you heard Pusher Man, and then it went black, and then I was like,
I'm your mom, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley.
Yeah, and
I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
Yeah, and then I was just sitting here, and I was just like, so I guess season 5 or season 6, whatever.
Season 5.
Yeah, that better be the last season.
Well, see, that damn standoff was stressful because it was 2 standoffs.
Yeah,
that's why it was like, oh, wait a minute. And it was so funny seeing all the reactions in live time on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah, because
everybody was going through the same emotions. Like, like who was it? Ice was on Twitter. Like, anybody else got to take a shit? Yeah, pretty much how I felt. Like, do I have to take a shit now? It was like, what the fuck who's gonna? Okay, no one died. Okay, yeah, nobody died this episode.
Yeah, we all thought someone was gonna die, and we thought Scully died, but all he did because he got shot. It was a shootout in Franklin's house and shit because he came in there with a fucking shot. He had a shotgun the entire fucking season on some Elmo Fudd shit.
Yeah,
and then
I'm hunting niggas.
With whore.
That motherfucker bashed in. Hey, Scully, I just want to talk.
Just want to talk.
Nigga, you done broke the window in the damn back.
Yeah, and then
he doing in my house?
In the hospital is a standoff, and then he just drops the gun and falls down with loss of blood. And then we don't know what happened. He probably got arrested. We don't know what they didn't show him die. He just passed out.
This is very true.
Yeah,
we just saw bodies with either passed out or with guns pointed to him, but no firing.
Yeah.
Well, we saw firing, but it was in the house.
And after this, and it ended, and I just felt very indifferent. I was just like, I guess after all that,
which is what I was saying. This all could have been avoided in episode 1. We still don't know what the hell was going on between Leon and Franklin.
It was like a whole time jump. Like, what happened between them, and we still don't know.
They still can't explain where old girl's at, even though we knew that this part was coming, where Gustavo finally gets information.
Yeah.
Are they gonna write his mom out, or is she coming back? Like that? Like what?
It was like there's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Yeah, and under normal circumstances, I'd be cool with that. But the fact that they didn't explain what happened between Franklin and Leon,
it's like the principle of it.
Now you're just adding more questions, and I'm like, I mean, you already got me for season 5. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
you could have at least tied some shit up.
That's all they really could have done. Yeah. I don't know how to
Still not better than The Wire.
Hell no, it ain't better than Power. Not even better than Breaking Bad.
It's better than Power. But let's not. It's better than Power.
Well, entertainment. Okay. Well, it ain't better than Breaking Bad.
Like I said, it could go anywhere between Breaking Bad and Power.
Yeah, but it ain't
anywhere between.
It ain't better than Breaking. I can say it's better than Power, but it ain't better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah, no, but that's what it means between Power, between Breaking Bad.
It
and
all
Power.
has to deal with the ending. You have to land the ending in your season finale to like wrap everything up and get that. I don't know if this landed the end. I don't know how to feel.
But see, that's the thing. That's why people were comparing it to The Office, or not The Office.
The Office, the fuck?
I know.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody, stay calm.
Yeah, they had that cocaina out in Scranton. Yeah, you thought they were selling paper. They were selling paper, all right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, this is why when they were comparing it to The Wire, I understand from, not that I agree with it, but I understand from this premise. In The Wire, it was always the second to last episode of the season where all the shit went down. And the last episode was always the epilogue.
Yeah.
So in this instance, Snowfall did do the same thing.
Yeah, it did.
Shit popped off on episode 9. And then in 10, it was more of a wrap-up. But yet, the wrap-up just had questions still where...
Yeah, it sets up season 6. Season
5.
Season 5.
Yeah. So, from that aspect, I get it. But again, like, not you, Busby, but just in general... Just to take the show for what it is. You don't have to compare it to the greatest show ever created.
Just in the words of Kanye, just shut the fuck up and enjoy the greatness for what it is.
Yeah, because the acting was great throughout the season. Yeah. This was a good season, as irritating as it was.
I really hope before John Singleton died, I hope he had an outline of the entire series and where it's going, because I don't know where it's going now. It could go different directions, but it's like, how far can this story go now? Honestly. Like, next season, if it's not next season, season 6 has to be the last season.
Truth be told, it could go, if you're asking me legitimately, it could go into the 90s.
It really could.
But do I want to see it go into the 90s?
No.
No, I don't. If it gets into the 90s, that means I want a couple years. I want to fast forward. You don't have to show me. Like, if they're like have
the last season be like an epilogue for the entire season?
No, not even that. Like, if Louis and Jerome wanting to leave is something that takes place, I want to see season 5 be 2 years in the future. Yeah. I don't want to just see them come back and then, like, a few months. I actually want some time separated out. Yeah. That would be one way to get into the 90s. Just space out some time. It doesn't necessarily have to be every single year. I honestly don't know, because I thought for sure that that cop was going to play a role. I ain't seen him.
He just disappeared
in 100 damn episodes.
He literally, after episode, what was it, episode 2? What shit is that? It happened in episode 2,
like, right? It was, I was like 4.
Yeah, and then they just wrote his ass off. And then it was just, no, they just, he said, yeah, y'all know what you did, but you gone. And I thought he was going to play a part throughout this season. And he didn't. And I was like, oh, all right. And it was like, what was the reason for this? What was the reason for him? Like, there was no reason for him. Whatever. See, that's why I like Breaking Bad, because Breaking Bad had no fall-offs. There was no fall-off episode where it's like, what was the reason episode? Everything tied up. In every season, everything tied up. Even when in the last season, everything tied up. It was all connected. Snowfall, it's like, John Singleton died. Now they're just making up shit. That's what it's feeling like.
In some aspects, it looks that way.
It's feeling that way. It's like John Singleton died, and now they're just making up shit. Whatever. See y'all next season for that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they got me already.
Yeah, of course, they kind of got me too. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, I just have more questions than I got answers for season. I have more questions for season 5 than I got answers for season 4.
Yeah, this is.
And I don't.
It feels, the feeling I have is Power book 1. Like, when I'm starting to get irritated with the show, like.
Oh, you mean after what, season 3? Season 3 is really when it.
Well, what's his name? When
they arrested Ghost.
No, I think it was season 4. That's when it got to me. That's when it started getting to me.
No, season 3 when they arrested Ghost and all that shit. Then I was like, so this nigga gonna be in jail for a whole season?
Damn, near the whole season.
And then that's where it started. I was like, okay, but if we really want to get down to the pinpoint.
Oh yeah, when Kanan got out.
At the end of season 2. It didn't take long.
It didn't take long, but...
It was good. It was entertaining.
Still was, but then when it got to the moments where I was just getting irritated about it, we would just hate watching it until the last season. That's what's going to happen with Snowfall. We're going to get to the last season, we're going to love the shit all over again. Yeah. I hope so, but that was because Courtney Kemp was still running the shit. John Singleton, God rest his soul, he ain't running it no more. So...
It's just so funny. Alton just minked the fuck out of Franklin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, we'll do it your way.
And then hit him in the head. And I was like, Tariq got more balls than you. Why didn't you kill this nigga, dog? I never thought I'd say that. But, dude, why didn't you kill this nigga?
Well, there is a difference between him and Tariq. The difference is Tariq never knew what his dad did. Yeah. He was kept in the dark. Yeah. Franklin saw his dad be a Black Panther and then go the drug route.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Tariq still would have killed his ass.
Well, I mean, it took a while still.
It's still, yeah, but still. Like, he snitched on your whole organization. And Reed, he did that white boy had to, he had to kill him.
And we don't even know if he did it.
Yeah. And I don't think he did, because they want to bring him back.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, he just went over, did you just waste your frequent flyer miles just to say, I'm serious, don't say anything, and then fly off?
Or make a deal with them?
That's what I'm saying. What if he's like, you know too much. If you want to stay alive, I need you to run some stuff here.
Or some shit like that. Reed looks like he's just getting fed up of life.
Yeah.
First season, he was all happy-go-lucky. Second season, he was like, whatever. Third season, fourth season, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Fifth season.
I mean, when you wake up drunk off your ass and your dad's like, yeah, your brother died. Oh, I'll be out there. No, we had the funeral yesterday. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's your fault. You're trash. Bye.
What kind of shit is that?
Ever since then, he just been...
He said, fuck. And didn't he have a wife or a baby mama or some shit?
Yeah, remember they were already splitting up in the first season.
Yeah, so yeah, he lost that. Lost his, you're whack, you're twisted, your girl's up. You're broke, the kid ain't yours, everybody know. Your old man said you're stupid. You'd be like, so. Saying, Reed, get it together. But yeah, that was Snowfall season 4. They got it done during the pandemic. So round of applause to them.
Yeah, they did.
They got it done. So Dave got done filming.
It probably would have been best to talk about episode 9 before we broke, but fuck it, we're here now.
Yeah.
Just episode 9 was just, it was so worth it, and it was so funny at the same time. This nigga man boy laying on the ground leaking and shit.
Talking
about,
shit.
Look at you. Every last one of you niggas worse than the one before. Jerome. Nigga wanna sell speakers and shit. Franklin. You always being a bitch.
Getting it
Pussy whipped by the bitch that taking orders from me. Leon, this nigga right here. You gonna take my niece and you still gonna be a bitch. You gonna kill me, nigga? Look me in my eyes if you gonna bow.
You didn't even hesitate either.
He said, nigga's fucking problem. Always talking too goddamn much.
We also gotta make fun of Franklin too. The actor that plays him, like he has the little Compton accent down, but then when he gets angry,
when he ran out of breath,
that British accent came out like a motherfucker.
He said, Jerome said, we tired of doing this shit. He said, nah, you ain't gotta worry. I'll just fix it. Just like I gotta fix every motherfucking thing here.
Like what? Like the British accent literally came out when he did that shit. Like
I will say this. Last episode, I asked how come nobody has whooped Franklin's ass. Shout out to Uncle Jerome.
Yeah.
At the beginning of episode 9, he beat that nigga ass.
Yep. Gave him the square one.
Yeah.
Fair one too.
Yeah. Albeit, it was because they all saw the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And revenge was much better when he listened to Franklin. But I'm glad he kicked that nigga's cane out the way and just minked him.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of minks.
Yeah.
Khadijah. I get it. Same time, very stupid.
Very.
And what I mean by stupid is she... Okay, I'm going to complete this thought because I thought of something else just now that it's probably going to piss you off. But let me complete this.
Piss me off.
No, you just wait.
Uh,
She goes down thinking they got Leon. She's ready to smoke. Old girls take her gun. Sorry, it's nothing personal. And her first response is, so first my daughter, now me, Leon?
Dude.
What kind of
Yes!
shit is that?
Bitch, yes! You see what you've been doing? You've been causing hell around this organization.
And what's even crazier is before she left, Scully told her ass,
you need to get that hate out your heart. You need to let that hate out your heart.
Pretty much telling her, like, you need to chill now. And, she had every reason to do what she was doing, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And yeah, killed her ass. Stupid.
Jerome killed her.
Jerome killed her too.
Yeah, so I'm sick of this shit.
Pretty much.
The thought, we never saw them 2 girls.
What 2 girls?
If Franklin was really putting them on the payroll, how come he didn't bring them as backup in case Reed was acting wild?
Yeah, probably save it for season 5, I guess.
That would have been a great start for them, though.
It would have been.
That nigga man boy.
That nigga man boy talk all that shit.
Each one of you niggas worse than the one that came before.
On the ground. Going the whole fucking dialogue. Having a whole monologue on the floor. Bleeding and shit. You all gonna be a bitch. They shot him again. And then he's like, yeah, Franklin, look at, shut up. What the fuck, man?
What was that Asian girl thing? What was her name in this?
The journalist?
Thing? Yeah.
I forgot her name. I thought when Reed did the interview with her, and they got drunk, I thought Reed was gonna like fuck her then kill her. Nah,
I didn't think it was going like that.
Well, because when they got drunk, I was thinking that. But why did she think like you're talking to a CIA agent that's distributing drugs into the ghetto?
The ghetto.
The ghetto. The GHETTO. Word to Bow Wow. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, Irene.
Yeah,
that's what it was. You want to talk about headstrong? Like sincerely, she gave up everything, and I'll say this to her credit. She was all in on her work.
Yeah.
The problem was that you sacrificed everything, and in the end you got nothing.
And you died. Was it worth it?
So was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like,
and again, you thought you were gonna take on the CIA
by yourself, and you thought they were gonna just let that shit go? You thought that shit was just gonna make it to print?
No.
Like, did you not see what they did to the Panthers?
You saw what they did to fucking MLK? Not Michael though. Not guilty. Anyway,
hey, that was before.
I know.
That was long before.
Still,
nigga just got done making Thriller.
I know, but still, it was like, you saw what they did to all them people. Like, what makes you think they're gonna let you print that out and snitch them all out? Really?
Niggas was running a snitchathon the last 2 episodes.
Oh God, man, I think that's what's frustrating with me. They're all annoying. I think these characters are starting to annoy me. I think that's what it is. But whatever.
Yeah,
that's season 4.
That is season 4. I mean, hey. Aside from that one,
yeah,
I mean, it was a good season overall.
Yeah, it was.
Like I said, that my whole thing was just only reason why I'm irritated is I get the setup of it. I'm just irritated because at the end of the first episode of season 4, I had a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. Now we're at the end of season 4, and I have more questions, and I didn't get a lot of answers.
We didn't get a lot of answers. We still don't know why Leon and fucking why Leon and Franklin had beef.
Yeah, still, I for sure thought that would have.
They would have explained it by at least halfway point, or by like the end of the season, but no, they didn't.
And people would be like, "Well, they did. He was out, and then Leon, said that he just didn't want to take orders from Louis." And I'm like, "Okay, but they could have shown what it was
that led to that.
Literally led to it.
Don't read between the lines, man. Like, you got to explain to your audience that have been watching the series from jump where this is going. Like, see, this show had, man, the more I'm thinking about it, it's like, whatever. I'm just getting irritated now. It's just like, damn.
This is why The Wire is here, and everything else is right there.
It's The Wire, Breaking Bad, and then everybody else. That's how it is, bitch.
Yeah.
Science, bitch. Shit. Anyway, Dave's coming back. Yeah. My headphones all gone. I can't hear nothing. But it is what it is. I use my imagination. Nah, but they just got done filming for season 2 for Dave during the pandemic. So
June 16th.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's a huge turnaround.
I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited.
Probably gonna be 8 episodes again. And they're gonna take place in the pandemic. So
right.
I don't know how they're gonna do that, but Lil Dicky gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Shit. What else?
You finally got some music, brother.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a nice little sprinkle, nice little shower of music.
It was a good week of music.
Who you gonna start with? Boom, boom, boom.
And I've been waiting,
boom,
baby.
Boom, 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 boom. Conway, baby. What's he called? It's called La Máquina,
which is the machine in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. That shady debut ain't coming anytime soon.
No.
So, yeah. So he has to do what he got to do, and he just dropped a little 11-track album and got the job done. Fucking who was on here? He pretty much had his label mates on here, not Griselda, but his own label, I guess. He had 2 Chainz. He had fucking Ludacris was on this shit, and JID on Scatterbrain, which was fire. Ludacris showed that he could still do the shit when he feels like it. What was it? 200 Pies with 2 Chainz. That was fire. Jay Skeese. Is that the female on that shit? Or was that the other one?
Nah, that's the guy.
Yeah, but there was a female on here that was pretty fucking fire. But
I don't know how to pronounce her name. I just know it ends in the Genius.
Yeah, exactly.
7 the Genius, I think.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, like, this whole album, it wasn't better than his last one, but it was listenable.
Yeah, like we said, they're good at putting bodies of work out, but it's just reaching a point where it just sounds too familiar. Mm-hmm. But with Conway, what I appreciated was he's always been the one that has a better overall sound. Like, there's more sounds on his projects. Mm-hmm. Benny does a good job of it too, but it's not as diverse as I think it should be.
And Westside Gunn is just Westside Gunn.
Yeah. Conway does a great job because Bruiser Brody
was fun. I like Sister Abigail. That was my favorite track. One of my favorite tracks on there.
So I mean, it starts off with the traditional sound, but then 6:30 Tip Off, KD have more of that traditional trap sound.
Yeah.
KD I thought was a great track.
Yeah, it was.
Scatterbrain. I liked all their verses.
But
I don't see myself going back to that song very often.
Same here.
Just off the simple fact of, okay, you got somebody like Ludacris on there.
And JID.
Well, JID, like, that's cool. When I think of Ludacris, I think of great songs. So there was no good hook on here.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was a missed opportunity. All great bars, and they all like the fire on that aspect. But when I see Ludacris on a song, I don't want to hear just the bars. I want to hear a full-fledged
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so especially if he's featured.
Yeah, so it didn't have that element. Had to Hustle was another good song that I liked too. And then, of course, with SC Gang, which was the Griselda finale.
Griselda finale, yeah.
I thought it was funny when Benny basically said, "You're Ben Simmons, you have no jumper."
No jumper. He's going to live that for the rest of his life. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah, it's what happens when you don't shoot.
You feel me?
But yeah, no, I thought it was a good project just to hold people over
until whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess Westside Gunn probably up next. Y'all know he's going to drop something.
Or maybe it's it could be Boldy James. It could be Armani. Never know.
Never know with them. So
I just know they coming soon. They don't stop.
Yeah, they don't stop. They just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. Yeah. So anyway, let's go down. Young Thug dropped his compilation album.
Boy,
I never thought you would fucking say that about Young Thug.
A lot of things have changed.
I know, right?
I mean, even with the last project, I said I liked it.
Yeah, you did. Slime Language 2!
Which is basically the Young Stoner Life compilation that features heavily Thug and Gunna.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Pretty much.
Dog. My only regret about pressing play on this for the first time was that I wasn't in the car when I pressed play for the first time. Because when Slatty knocked and that motherfucking tag came out, said Southside! I was like, nigga, there's no reason why this shit should be booming this good 10 seconds in. There was no build up whatsoever. That shit was incredible. Ski, which of course is everybody's doing the challenge for that.
Yeah, that's just fucking stupid, but whatever.
Hey, it's a dance. I ain't even gonna call it stupid. Hey, niggas.
Pokey, nigga.
Hey, we talked about this on a couple episodes ago.
I know.
They in the age where niggas, hey, you gotta have something to put on TikTok.
Yeah, and then we got Diamonds Dancing with Travis Scott. That was cool. Solid featuring Arbery was very mid. That shit was mid as fuck to me.
They played the fuck out of that one.
Yeah, I can see
like
the stars,
that one's going to
go on the charts and then fall right back off. And then and pretty much this shit was 23 tracks. You know how I am with these type of albums. I had this shit on during my workout. He had YNW Melly on this shit.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Yeah, y'all got balls for that. Man, I kind of look at you sideways for that. But the album as a whole, it was alright.
Well, cool. To be fair, other groups that you like always talk about killing niggas.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not much of a difference. And if that record was already recorded beforehand, they probably not gonna let that shit go. Rowdy Rebel on Came and Saw though was mwah. That was a good balance.
Yeah.
Paid the Fine with Lil Baby and YTB Trench joining Thug and Gunna was just. That's going to be a summer jam, a summertime joint right there. I had no idea who Carlet and Coy Leray was, but I got a sense of them, so I like
GFU. Get fucked up. That was my shit.
That was a good one. I didn't expect to see Kid Cudi on here, but that was decent enough. I like that I like compilations like this where they pair the lesser known acts with the bigger known acts. So that way you can at least get through it.
It's still balanced.
Yeah. So at least even if you tuned in straight for Kid Cudi, if you didn't know who Strick was, that was your opportunity to get introduced to Strick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I did like that. Overall, I had no problem with the compilation. Like, these niggas can write songs.
Yeah, they could.
These are really well written songs.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a lot of swag rap, braggadocious, but the world opening up, shit, that's necessary.
Yeah, pretty much.
These are gonna be some of the songs that set the tone for the summer.
Yeah.
So I fuck with it. I went and listened to Big Scarr.
Who's Big Scarr?
From 1017.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Big Grim Reaper. It's straight to the point. You and Martine know that I've been bigging up Pooh Shiesty as the face of 1017 right now. The way that I would describe Big Scarr is basically he is to Pooh Shiesty in my eyes what Schoolboy Q is to Kendrick.
Ah, okay.
So it's where Pooh Shiesty seems to be more polished and don't get it twisted. Pooh Shiesty talk that gutter shit too, so it's not like he's clean cut. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But he's just more polished and ready to go to the forefront. Big Scarr is, nah, nigga, this is what I do. And again, straight to the point. I fucked with it. Poppin' was great. Frozone was awesome. He's got a couple tracks with both Gucci and Pooh Shiesty on here. Of course, you know how the producers are doing now, Feature Me. So he's got a joint with Tay Keith from the jump. Yeah. And then there's two of So Icy Boys 3 is the latest collab between 1017, but then he threw on the first two So Icy's as the last two tracks as a bonus. So even if you take those ones out, it's about 35 minutes. So 17 tracks was only 35 minutes. That's
cool.
It's not too long. And then finally, yes,
LA.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know he dropped it. You put it in my fucking in the group chat. I was like, oh, Allure 3. And this was pure R&B. I like California Dreamin', his last project a few years ago. I fucks with this one too. Very pure R&B. Fun fact that featured Rick Ross. That was fire. My City with Masego was cool.
Amazing. Let me tell you something though. Because you know it was good. But Separated.
Oh yeah.
To the end of this project.
Yeah, it was flawless.
Everything just fucking intertwined and flowed. When I heard Face. When niggas do this sample, this kind of shit, that kind of shit right there, no, I'm sold. Yeah. You got me forever.
That's a Drake sound.
It's like the gospel singers and the choirs.
Yeah.
You got me forever when I hear this. See, look, you got me, I got you. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere, LA. You got me.
Yeah. I like LA. He's one of the nice California R&B artists that I fucks with.
Yeah.
After California Dreamin', I fucks with that, man. But this project was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was just like California Dreamin'. All the collaborations, nothing was out of place. I guess the duet with Xavier Omar. I guess you count it as a duet. Xavier Omar killed that shit.
Yeah.
So this is. I had some notes for this. Yeah, My City with Masego, fire. Separated to the rest of that, fire. But then when it gets to In My Corner, and I heard that Carl Thomas I Wish sample, I was like, no, this nigga out of here, bro. He's out.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. R3.
R3, yeah.
Jump on that.
Yeah.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, man, but albums are dropping. The music is slowly coming out. Fucking Weeknd announced that, what's it called? What's that song called on this? What's the song? Tears? What's it called? Anyway, there's a remix of Ariana Grande. That's going to be on that.
Okay.
Yeah. And, what else is going on? Yeah, for music, that's pretty much it so far.
Yep.
The music is slowly coming out. Even though we said it's a drought, it's slowly coming out.
Yeah.
So that's that.
You got that. Let's see. We could dabble a little in the sports right now. Salute to Dwayne Wade.
Yes.
I like this trend of
athletes being ownership pretty much.
Former professional athletes having the equity to get into the ownership game, particularly with basketball.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, at this point, Dwayne Wade is now a minority owner in the Utah Jazz.
Good for him.
A lot of people were taken aback just off the fact, like, well, wait a minute, what happened with the Heat? First and foremost, I didn't pay attention to those people.
Yeah.
Because number one, the first thing about business is there's no loyalty.
At all.
Like, this is business.
Just go where the money goes.
Then it became interesting when Mickey Harrison, the Heat owner, came out and made a statement. That's when it became interesting.
What did he say?
Okay. He said that while he's proud of Dwayne for a huge accomplishment, he's also disappointed because the offer was always on the table for Dwayne to become a minority owner in the Heat.
Well,
he said at the time he wasn't ready, but obviously he's ready now. And the one thing that comes to mind is, damn, is Dwayne still harboring feelings about when Pat Riley wouldn't give him his money?
Probably. He never forgets.
Yeah, and that came to mind. But then something else came to my mind too. It was like, well, maybe it's not even as drastic as that. Dwayne Wade's a competitor.
Yeah.
Dwayne probably looked at it from the standpoint of, well, if I go to Miami, I'm Mr. Wade County out there. Like, I don't have to prove myself.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted the opportunity to prove himself in a different surrounding.
Probably.
A different challenge.
Maybe.
Whatever it may be, I like former players in positions of power like this.
Same here. LeBron fucking owning the fucking Red Sox and shit like that. Not the Red Sox, but Fenway Park and shit like that.
Yeah, partnering with them. Manchester, overseas. It's great. It's a very, very good look.
Shout out to Steph Curry. Round of applause for this motherfucker right now, bro.
Niggas are idiots.
At the beginning of the season, everyone was talking shit about him when he had the cornrows and shit. They were saying, "Oh, what's it called? Oh, he has to prove himself. Or he's a fraud."
Cornrow Steph had to prove himself. I didn't know who that nigga was.
Yeah, but yeah, they were saying he had to prove himself. You know, Damian Leonard was better. You had help. You ain't really that good. LeBron's better. Blah 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 blah. So instead of pulling what KD did, you know, go on Twitter and fucking start shit and get in his feelings, she was like, "Okay, let me take these cornrows out. I'm gonna read this shit. Alright, I'm gonna show you who the fuck I am." And for the past how many games? Damn near the whole month?
Near the whole month, he's just been out
Steph
of his
has been going the fuck off, averaging 40 points a game. And that's more serious than a fucking joke. That's fucking wild to me. And he's pretty much showing that he has contender for MVP. He is willing the Warriors to get into that eighth seed spot in the playoffs. That's if they make it. It's fucking wild, dog.
And I was upset at myself at the end of last week because I forgot to mention that Steph passed Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, yeah.
For all-time points in Warriors history. And I really felt bad because I always want to celebrate a future Laker and their accomplishments. So that did bother me. But it actually worked out better this week because he's just on a fucking tear.
He's reminding people who the fuck he is. Because, you know, Klay Thompson is just watching that. Like,
bro, it's not even that. He's doing shit that just hasn't been done.
Yeah.
And what I mean by hasn't been done, like, you go seasons where you have, like, 5 players in that season all together who make, like, 10 threes in one game.
Yeah.
Steph has done it 4 or 5 times during this run. By himself. They said in the last 10 games, in the last 7 games, some crazy number, he's got 73 pointers.
That's fucking wild.
That's 2K.
The game against who did he play on Saturday? The Celtics? They played the Celtics, right?
The Celtics, yeah.
Had 41 fucking points, and because of fucking Draymond, they lost that damn game.
What can clutch do for you?
Shit. Hey, because when you see it, Draymond drove to the fucking hole, and everyone started just going towards Draymond, and Steph was wide the fuck open. All he had to do was pass the ball to Steph. And I'm not even a Warrior fan, but it's like the fucking principle. Nigga, what were you doing? Ugh, shit. Sometimes I'd be mad. Sometimes I look at KD like, why'd you leave? Then I look and see what Draymond did. I'm like, yeah, I know why you left.
Yeah.
The fuck, bro?
See, and this has nothing to do with Steph. He's definitely playing MVP caliber.
Yeah.
In that instance. I just still won't say he deserves MVP.
He deserves it.
Well, it's not about that. This is why. How do you describe those years with Kobe and the Lakers?
You want to be a Team Kobe?
When it was Team Kobe and he was willing his guys into the playoffs. Oh, he's a 7th seed. We can't give him the MVP for that.
Wow, they were saying that?
Yeah, that's why Steve Nash won those 2 years.
Oh, I remember that.
So if that's what the case was then,
yeah,
why would you change it now?
Same energy for Steph. Well, probably because LeBron's injured and shit like that.
Everybody's injured. But the one person that isn't is Jokic in Denver. He was averaging a triple-double.
Lokic is fucking that white boy. That's a bad white boy.
That's a European.
That white boy bad as a motherfucker, dog. It's just pretty much him and Steph right now. So we gonna see.
Giannis is still in the mix.
Giannis too. When's the playoffs start?
Next month.
Wow, and the Knicks fucking won their 8th straight game. Shout out to the Knicks.
I told you they're legit.
Yeah, first the Browns, now the Knicks. Hey man. New York and Boston. I mean, not Boston. Ohio, stand up.
Yeah, but I'm super proud of Steph. Like I said, this is the writing on the wall to get him to LA. You need to use what better way to recruit Steph than putting a mole and clutch on the court with him and just fucking shit up around him. Purposely, like, come on. What do you see here? Steph, come on. You know how the game goes. They already got you doing TV with the golfing stuff. We already know your wife already has multi-revenue streams around her cooking. Mm-hmm. She's going to have to put that on a camera somehow.
You got to go to L.A.
Look, man, the Bay Area is wonderful, and I love it's home. But this is for the tech.
6 hours away, bro.
This is for tech up here. You want to get in front of the camera.
You go to L.A.
That's L.A., baby.
6 hours away.
Come on, Steph. You already look good in purple and gold. We've seen you already. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. We've already seen him in yellow. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. And we just got the news that Anthony Davis is coming back either the next game on as we're talking, which would be Thursday today, or he's coming back on Saturday because both games are in Dallas. Either way, he's gonna be back by the end.
Like I said, bro, if it happened or when it happens, you thought the Monstars on the Golden State Warriors were bad. Do not have Steph on the Lakers with LeBron and AD and all them niggas. Y'all don't want that.
See, that was another thing. You just have to wait out everything that was going on. What did I say this whole time? Everybody was trying to rush Anthony Davis back. I said let his ass sit in the cooler for 2 months. Mm-hmm. And what's it been, Busby? It's been 2 months.
Yeah.
And now the word's coming back. I got what I wanted. Yeah, I said the same thing with LeBron. Mm-hmm. I said, you keep him out for however long he needs to rest. Mm-hmm. And now they're already talking about he should be back either by the end of next week or the start of the week after. Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm fine with that. I ain't tripping. Right in time for the playoffs. Get y'all 10 games in, or however many in, to get the chemistry back together going into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We playing with house money at this point. I could give a damn less. Nobody wants to play the Lakers in the first round. Like, everybody in the seeding is trying to figure out where are the Lakers going to be because they're trying to avoid them. They just want to try to make it to the second round to have a fighter's chance.
A fighter's chance.
But they know damn good and well that if it's the first round...
and it's a healthy Lakers...
it's not going to look good.
Oh, no, it will not.
And that's when I could pull out We Believe. This is the We Believe Lakers. Everybody's doubting us.
If we watch the fucking, what's it called? The Warriors making it. It'll be the Warriors and Lakers or some shit. Who knows?
They wouldn't, though. They too far down in the seeding.
Yeah, true. Well, that's that. So what's going on? Okay, so shit went on fucking NBA Twitter.
Particularly Lakers Twitter.
And I saw it, and I know it had to do something with catfish, had to do with a person named Vivian and a white boy or something. And I saw the Spaces app, which is kicking Clubhouse's asses up out of here. And Kevin Durant was on there talking. Like, you hit me up on the group chat. I went in there. Everyone was talking. I didn't know what was going on. So I was lost. I read up the article. I was like, this is whatever. So just give me the lowdown. Give the people... what happened?
I can't even give them the lowdown because this actually kind of hits close to home.
Well, give the spark notes.
Well, no, what I'm saying is this is basically like this shit happened to our cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Temple of Hoop.
Shout out
to Jason. Shout out to Kings. Mm-hmm. But his co-host Kings was the one that was involved with all this.
Yeah.
Long story short, there was this person who went by Vivian.
Quote unquote.
Diehard Lakers fan.
Quote unquote.
What was it? Drove what was it? The Bentley or the Bugatti, one of the two.
Quote unquote.
This person made it onto one of the Lakers affiliate publications, particularly a podcast. I don't know how. That's where this shit gets weird because recording a podcast every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. I never listened to the podcast, but that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Kings in this account at the time seemed to be forming this Lakers romance. Mm-hmm. This account had claimed that they had cancer
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they disappeared one day.
Yeah.
The co-host or the runner of that Lakers account was like, hey, she's missing.
Mm-hmm.
It then sent Lakers Twitter into a fury.
They've had...
Even Ice Cube Jr.
Yeah.
was spreading the word.
Yeah.
And this shit went to the point where the Lakers got involved.
Oh.
The actual Lakers and the Fox LA.
Oh wow!
Had gotten involved. This is how deep it went. That took place.
Shit.
Then NBA Twitter went and started snooping. Mm-hmm. And was like, wait a minute. Something's not adding up. And then that's when old boy was like, she's found, thank God, this, that, and the third. Uh-huh. And it was like, well, how'd you just find her all of a sudden?
Yeah.
And that's when the spaces opened. And Kings had revealed that he had never FaceTimed her, so when he was trying to get the FaceTime, she was acting funny. And he's like, nah, I'm dead in this, like, it's not even going like that. Then, conveniently, it went missing.
She went missing?
Right after all that took place. And what I'm saying isn't private. This was all shared on the Spaces.
All shared throughout the whole world, Craig.
Yeah. Spaces was wild, because as you said, KD even showed up. And the first thing he said was, who the fuck is Kings?
This motherfucker.
And I told Jason straight up, I said, if Temple of Hoop ain't at least getting a full meal out of FS1,
yeah,
something went wrong. Mm-hmm. But that shit had the Lakers game was on while this was taking place, and nobody was watching. We were all tied into Spaces.
To the Spaces.
All of a sudden, this account comes back up, and it's like, oh, you could let him run with that narrative, but I'm a real person, this, that, and third. But then they started going through pictures. I followed this account, but it wasn't like I really noticed much. I noticed that a lot of Lakers fans were following.
Yeah.
I was connected, obviously, with Jason and Kings, like, so I followed, she followed back. But it wasn't like I generally didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
But when you go and look at pictures, it's one of those ones where it's like, wait, y'all was active with this account. How did you not notice the Photoshop? Yeah. It's clear-cut Photoshop.
Even I saw the photos of it. I'm like, wow, she fucking... It went so far to show her fucking playing basketball overseas or some shit like that.
And they found the original picture. First of all, it was Vivian in one picture with an E. Then it was Vivian in another picture with an A. And I was like, how did nobody pick that up? Yeah. And the picture that she got photoshopped in, it was like, wait, how do you turn around and know exactly where the camera's out for this?
She literally stared at the camera.
Seductive stare.
Yeah.
The next picture they put up with the Photoshop, she was in front of the court. In Staples, but you could clearly see that wasn't the case.
It was all cut out. Yeah.
Then this account was like, no, I'm gonna do a Spaces, and I'm gonna clear this. So there's a whole ass other space going on where this person was like, no, that's not true. I'm real. Everybody knows I'm real.
So why didn't she just go? Why didn't this person?
Then the next day, there was a video that popped up, was like, I'm real. See, it's Vivian. And then the dude with the account was like, the name's spelled wrong. Wait, how do we know this is you? So then everybody was piling on. Homeboy was like, how do we know you're not behind all this shit? And then it became a running joke, because then Minnesota's Twitter account was like, the headline was, we don't believe you, Vivian. And it was one of their players with his name on the paper.
What the fuck?
It went, the New York, one of the New York publications ran with the story.
Yeah, I think like Black Sports and Online.
Not even Black, well, Black Sports did, but it was like New York Post ran with the shit. Like, wow. It went out there, and it was like, nigga, what? How did we get this far?
Like, I logged on and I'm like, do I even want to know what's going on right now? No, I do not.
But I will say this, it's only the wildest.
Didn't they find out it was a dude or whatever?
I don't know, because I haven't been updated with much.
Oh, okay.
I will say it's only the wildest form of catfishing I've personally seen, only because of the reach. Yeah. Like when Cube Jr., the Lakers, that KD. Fox are getting involved, like, that's why it's the wildest. But in terms of overall catfish, nah, niggas like me and Jason, we've actually been used to this. Every time I've been trying to get you in that TSDN, the Facebook group, and it's heyday, this is the shit we were seeing on a daily. We were weeding, like my homeboy James, shout out to James, he was weeding catfishes out within a week.
Really?
Yes. Had a whole bunch of horny ass niggas in there flocking over the account. He was optimist. Nah, I ain't trusting this shit. Yeah. And he would find, nah, this is fake. Yeah. And everybody would blow in and make fun of the account. The account would mysteriously disappear. It would be jokes, and we'd go about it the next. Like TSDN niggas that are on Twitter now. Yeah. We all saw that shit and we was like, damn, that shit crazy.
It just went mainstream.
It was only until the spaces happened and KD, everything went, there was like, oh wait, this shit really is crazy.
Dude, that shit, damn, they getting Clubhouse the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That shit happened on Twitter. They said Facebook gonna have their own shit.
Facebook getting it. Reddit got its own one.
Yeah. Yeah, Clubhouse.
Thanks, Clubhouse, for giving everybody the game
a hot line, and they made it, and then all the other social media made it a hot song.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right as Clubhouse was like, hey, we'll pay everybody. And
they're still private too, huh?
Yep.
Dude, it's been how many months now?
Yeah, I know. You would have expected at this point.
Like, dude, everyone's stealing your idea now, making it better. Like, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
Stupid. Wow, that was a lot.
Catfishing, man. The jokes ran wild.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shout out to Kings. He took it like a champ.
Yeah.
He did not run from it. He was in all spaces letting the jokes fly.
Yeah.
Not many of you niggas would ever allow that shit to happen.
Your pride and your heart wouldn't allow it.
So shout out to Kings. Shout out to Jason Temple of Hoop. Yeah, when I saw that shit, I like... You know, you have your boys that you hit on Twitter in the DMs or on... Whatever. Yeah. No, because I know Jason personally.
Yeah, you know him personally.
That shit. No. We went to the group chat. And I said, nigga, is this real or not? And he's like, bruh, just go to the spaces. And I went there, and he at that point was already in.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, when you put it in our group chat, I was going like, what's going on? I was seeing it, but I was just confused, like, what's going on? And there was like, everyone was in there paying attention, and I'm like, I'm lost. You know what? I'll let JC just give me the rundown, and I was just like, I'll let JC give me the rundown.
It was a
lot.
It's wild, but at the same time, this is what comes with being a Lakers fan. You never know what the fuck is gonna pop off during any
I don't know
season.
what's worse, this or the nigga that wanted to drive all the way to what's it called? Temecula.
Legendary.
In honor of
salute that brother.
Yeah.
Always salute him. You fight for Kobe's honor,
dead or alive.
Yes.
Speaking of Kobe. What the fuck, Nike? What the fuck, Nike? Like,
all the Mamba Queen wanted was to have you guys make sure that every Kobe fan got the same opportunity to get some kicks. And y'all niggas said no.
Same shit.
And she said, bet.
Yeah, and ended the contract. And then fucking copyrighted all the fucking Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, all that shit. Copyrighted all that shit.
Well, the contract she didn't end the contract. The terms that it was just a regular contract and it ran its course.
It ran its course.
She didn't renew.
Yeah.
So Kobe his legacy and his estate is no longer a part of Nike. As Busby said, everything Mamba related, both Kobe and Gianna, is trademarked. So that way
she made sure she went and trademarked that shit instantly.
Yeah.
Like, don't try it.
I just didn't know what the hell was gonna happen, so I pulled the fire extinguisher out. I went straight to StockX and I said, "Fuck it." I bought a pair of Kobe's, just so as I could have them.
Yeah,
they are en route. Those shoes will never leave the box. I'm not wearing them. I just want
to have them.
I just have them.
Yeah. So that was the same reason why Kanye left Nike. It was literally like this. It was like the same shit. Like he wanted to distribute it for everybody, and Nike said no.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why he left. Like, what the fuck, Nike?
But this adds more precedence to that report that came out either at the beginning of this year or at the end of last year, which was that Kobe was already planning on leaving anyways to start his own line. There was that report that did come out. So this kind of just adds to that.
Yeah.
In terms of him having to wait out the contract, and then once it was done, they would have just proceeded in steps with his own line, separate from Nike. But I salute Vanessa.
For real, keeping it real.
Vanessa has always, for the most part, has always shown why Kobe picked. Yeah, why he picked her. She is the Mamba Queen.
That is a high value woman.
She will be respected as the Mamba Queen until her final breath, which we hope does not come for any time soon.
Seriously, she's a definition of a high value woman.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. That is we don't do, when I say I don't do Kobe slander, I'm talking about the entire family.
Yeah, obviously.
That's covered. I don't tolerate any Bryant slander. Just because him and Gianna are no longer here in the physical form don't mean that it's sweet. Because I saw a bunch of people trying to get that off on Vanessa.
Yeah, it's weirdos.
Talking about she's ruined the legacy. I was like, nigga, you couldn't even get the shoes to begin with. So she was fighting for you to get the shoes.
Yeah, she was fighting for you to get them fucking shoes, dog. Because Nike wanted, probably Nike got some deal with the fucking hype beast or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Or some shit. I don't know.
Because we never even spoke about the shit that took off or that happened with one of the executives'
Oh, yeah, the executive's sons fucking used their fucking credit card or their ID or some shit to fucking sell the shit so he can make a profit.
Yeah.
White privilege ass motherfuckers.
So, yeah, no, that was... All I know is anytime she's ready to release shoes, take my money.
Yeah, you never know. Jordan might help. Who knows?
Yeah.
Speaking of Jordan, he's going to induct Kobe into the Hall of Fame, which is going to be very, 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 very bittersweet.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting. What else? Draft is next week. Niner fans are starting to realize that when we may not get Justin Fields, we may get Mac Jones. It looks like Mac Jones is a real possibility. I mean, I don't really care. It's just
I do.
I know you do. No, I'm just like I'm not. When I say I don't care, I'm not stressed about it. I'm just gonna see how this shit goes.
Yeah, I'm not stressed about it, but I'm gonna call him a dumbass on Twitter if they draft him.
I think a lot of Niner fans will.
Like that's again, like Martine was saying, if you're gonna have Jimmy G, you might as well just hold on to Jimmy G.
Might as
You're
well.
just getting a younger version of him.
Yeah, pretty much. And I guess Justin Fields' stock is going down for whatever reason. I don't know. That's what I've been seeing, and it's just like
stupid to me. They did the same thing with Lamar Jackson.
I remember that.
And look how that played out.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid.
MVP.
Yeah.
But that's that.
We'll see how that goes. But look, it was breaking news when we got it last week. Aaron Donald is really nigga America, man.
Yeah, he saved some nigga from getting bucked.
Bro. That dude got his ass whooped to a T, and when he woke up, he said Aaron Donald did it.
Yeah.
But the video footage shows that, nah, it wasn't Aaron Donald that did it. Your ass was getting stomped out by a group of niggas.
And I saved you.
And Aaron Donald came in and broke it up.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. And this is the thanks I get? Motherfucker want to sue me?
And then he apologized. he did come out and apologize.
I knew something was going to come to light when the Rams just looked at that shit and kept eating their breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, we ain't worried about this.
Because they
shit.
know Aaron. They know him. They're like, nah, he ain't like this.
Yeah.
Well.
Deshaun Watson. That boy got representation.
He sure does.
Because they was pointing holes in all the allegations.
They really, yeah, just like this, that, and this, and that, this, and that, and no. He didn't do that. I didn't read all the shit, but when I read like a portion of it, I'm like, so pretty much all the masseuses actually enjoyed when he was being,
Here's just a few examples. This is after one of the therapy sessions. It says the plaintiff claims in the suit she was quote-unquote disgusted by Mr. Watson, yet after her therapy session with him, she bragged to friends and family members about massaging Mr. Watson and told them that she thinks he is a kind person.
Really?
According to a security guard present at the spa, one plaintiff with Watson says that she was laughing and appeared in good spirits. Another witness characterized her as jolly after working with Mr. Watson.
Also,
told multiple family members that she would massage Mr. Watson again.
Oh, wow.
Another plaintiff failed to explain that after the first two therapy sessions, which she alleges were increasingly uncomfortable, she willingly invited Mr. Watson to come to her house for the last two therapy sessions.
So he got a bunch of happy endings. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
It sounds like he got happy endings. Same time, man. Yeah. You calm your ass down.
I will say this. We weren't wrong in when we said, okay, if the endorsements start backing off, there's some smoke. There was smoke.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a fire.
Nah.
It was the smoke on the stove.
Pretty much. Because
when that smoke was up, he was in there. And it appears from this,
he was getting it in.
They was having good times, and they was going to have some food afterwards.
Seems like from what this lawyer his lawyer did their investigation.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, it pretty much he's saying that they all fucked him. That's pretty much what he's saying. I mean, hey man, Deshaun has a fetish. He just has a fetish of being whatever. Let's see if more comes out. If anything, they're all probably gonna settle with him. Maybe. Or the case might get dropped. So
do you think this is you think this is all Houston?
Yeah.
The Texans?
Oh yeah. This is Texas. Of course. It's the owner too. He's probably behind this shit. Because they're mad he wants to leave, so they're trying to smear his name.
Again, I could always smell A smear campaign.
Dude, the timing of it. Literally, right when he's saying that he wants to leave, they want to change the narrative and try to, like, discredit him, saying, you can't leave us. Like, look what you did. No one wants you. You might as well stay with us.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, no, again, I just reserve the right to just see it play out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw endorsements, so I initially thought, okay, well, here we go. But even then, as we're finding out, that necessarily don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing until the evidence. So pretty soon, if this shit comes up and then there's more evidence that comes out that the owner had something to do with all this, yeah, he's gonna get traded soon. Not to the Niners, because we already got our quarterback. They're already looking at a quarterback and shit like that. So he gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully somewhere. So
yep.
We see.
Busby, say In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger.
Trying to see what else you could say. Say Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
You notice you ain't got no T.
Santa Clara.
You said it now, but say
Santa Clara. Santa Clara. Santa Clara. I've always said Santa Clara. Why? Well, wait. Are you fucking with me? What?
You notice that you got a double N when you say it quick?
Santa Clara. Santa Clara. I mean, the T is silent, probably.
So somebody found that Californians do in fact have an accent.
Okay.
We don't be pronouncing our T's. And this is the funny thing. I've always known this about me. That's why I say gonna and finna so much. I'm finna go here. Because otherwise I would say I'm going to. Mm-hmm. But I already know I don't pronounce the T's. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go over here.
Finna. I'm finna go.
I'm finna go over here. I've always known that about me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a California thing. And so I just had you test In-N-Out Burger.
I said
in Santa Clara.
I said In-N-Out. I said In-N-Out.
You said it the second time.
In-N-Out.
The first time you were like In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Yeah, In-N-Out.
No, you came across In-N-Out.
No, but I did that. I pronounced the T just to make sure.
Right. No. When you're thinking about it.
Yeah, but now.
But when it flows off, yeah, I'm going to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, I'm going In-N-Out.
No, say In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger.
Quickly. You wouldn't say that. Say it how we usually say
now
it.
I'm thinking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Once you think about it, now you're focused. No,
focused.
Think about when we say, hey, I'm going to go In-N-Out Burger real quick.
I'm going In-N-Out Burger real quick. I mean, I hear...
No, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are just figuring this shit out. I just always thought it was just me. I didn't know Californians had a legit accent like that. I always thought it was on the R's. Y'all niggas be going hard.
Going hard over there. That's Stacy, man. That's just Stacy. That's how he pronounces this shit.
Yeah, no, I guess Californians, we just don't give a fuck about a T if it ain't an alpha.
Or a pusher T.
Nah, if it's not an alpha.
Oh yeah.
Like think about it, like we always there.
Yeah, there.
Well, like if it's within the realm where you have to acknowledge it, we'll pay our respect. But if it's one of those ones where it's like, nigga, you just here.
Yeah.
I ain't giving a fuck about no T.
Seriously. What else is going on? Oh yeah, nigga American butt buck. Well, that was an episode.
Yeah, a lot of people got mad at the talking.
Well, yeah, because it was setting up for episode 6 or whatever. The first 10 minutes, it was just boom, boom, bang, bang. It went...
Yeah.
It was a handicap match. It was fucking Sam Walker and Bucky and fucking... What's his name? Bucky and Sam.
John Walker.
John Walker, my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good episode. Then it was just a whole bunch of talking. They got the fucking shield back. And they were just doing... And, Sam was doing his Rocky montage, throwing the shield like he's fucking Xena. And
people got real mad at that conversation.
What's conversation about why? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you know. You already know what demographic of people.
Oh, yeah, the white folks got mad. Oh, it's too woke. Like, why are you getting the race issue in there? Like,
I told you motherfuckers from the first episode. From the first episode. This was not your time to get away from the world. You was going to have to look Disney Plus in the fucking eye every week. And you was going to have to sit there and just take it.
Exactly. Like, dude, like Bucky said, like, me and Steve were talked about this, but we didn't really think about why it was so important to have a black man be Black America. We didn't know the ramifications of it or the consequences of it.
Bucky said, damn, my bad, nigga.
Pretty much. Or when he talked to Isaiah Bradley and he was like, no black man would ever want to be Captain America.
Yeah. And he was spitting them bars. Them Kevin Samuels like bars.
He really was, though. He was keeping it really funky. It was real. Like Sam fucking dealt with Iron Man. He fought aliens, Thanos niggas, got snapped, came back. You know, he dealt with all this shit, but then when he came back, he had to deal with humans.
Couldn't beat racism.
Couldn't beat racism. Nope.
Niggas can beat Thanos, but can't beat racism.
Ain't
What does that tell you?
Bitch.
What the fuck does that tell you?
They can beat Thanos, but can't beat racism. Ain't that a bitch? But anyway, Wakanda fucking Bucky asked for a favor from the Wakandans after they took off, what's his name? Nemo, what's his name?
Hoi!
Well, you know what Nemo, what if not Nemo? Gino. No, you know what I'm talking about. The nigga who fucked up everything in Civil War. Yeah, when they took him off, he asked for one more favor because during the fight with John Walker and shit like that, he tore off the fucking wings and shit like that. Yeah. So he asked them like, yo, I need one more favor. So then he had a fucking package or a box, and when Sam opened it up, it went black. And I'm like, aw, motherfucker. Meanwhile,
Zemo or Zemo?
Zemo, there you go. Yeah. Zemo. And then fucking, when it comes to John Walker.
This motherfucker John Walker, man.
This nigga John Walker, man.
Somebody did this.
Oh, man. He pretty much told them, first off, they let him off fucking with a slap on the wrist, but told him, like, yeah, you're no longer a soldier. You took away your benefits, all that shit. Like, you're pretty much trash now. And he was just like, what the fuck? I just
built me.
You built me. Like, you did this to me. Like, I'm just doing my job. You motherfuckers. And he was kind of spot on. They built him, but instead of arresting him, they said, just get the fuck out of here. So he's like, oh, I want to show y'all. And he goes to his, what's his name? Not War Machine. Battlestar's family and shit like that. And said, the guy killed, he did kill him. Even though he's a black-ass lie, or white-ass lie, or whatever. But,
right.
You know, then at the end of the episode, during the post-credit scene, he fucking makes a aluminum foil shield. That's what I'm calling it. Off-brand fucking vibranium-less shield. Oh, yeah, and the fucking cameo was, what's her name? Old girl from Veep in Seinfeld. What's her name? Yeah, she's part of... Apparently, she was supposed to show up in Black Widow, so when she showed up on fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was going to be like,
the aha moment.
Yeah, the aha moment. But it still is an aha moment.
Yeah, it is. I saw her and I was like, oh shit, there she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she showed up. And yes, everything's setting up for tomorrow. Everything's setting up for tomorrow. Or like on Friday or whatever. Yeah. You watch Invincible?
Boy. So I watched Invincible. It came out at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it came out hella early.
Dumbass early, and I caught it. And I was like, all right, let's watch. And my nigga. Where is this going? Because how deep down the fucking rabbit hole does it get? Because that was fucking dark.
Yeah. Seriously, dog. Like, it's kind of just like, okay, where is this going? And I don't know how many episodes they got. Maybe it might be 8 episodes, might be 10 episodes. Whatever. Like, I just want to know how this is going to wrap up. Because shit's getting spooky now.
This shit is amazing.
It is. I'm trying to put people onto this show, man. My homegirl, she's trying to put me onto them and shit, right? And I told her ass, okay, I'll make a deal with you because she don't like sci-fi shows or superhero shows. I told her ass straight up, okay, watch episode 1 of Invincible, and I will watch 1 episode of them.
And every time you continue, I'll continue. Is that what you did?
Yeah. Yeah. And I told her that, and she was going like, oh, this is a cartoon. I can't watch this shit. Then I guess I ain't watching no Black Trauma then, huh?
This is a cartoon. I ain't watching it. What the
yeah, superhero shit, animated. And I was trying to tell her,
like, Boondocks is animated.
Yeah, I know. But I was trying to tell my friend, like, yo,
Rick and Morty is animated.
I know. She watched...
What's she got against animation?
She watched Bob's Burgers. But she didn't want to watch the superhero shit. Either way, I tried to tell my friend, because she's trying to get me to watch them. I told her flat out, watch the 1 episode of Invincible. Just 1 episode. If you don't like it, you'll stop. And I'll watch them. If you watch Invincible, I'll watch them. And as soon as she saw that, she was like, I think about it. Oh, but when you saw Black Trauma...
Perked up like Martine.
Because I just want her to see the first episode. Just to the ending. Because the ending is going to grab you. I told everybody that. But no one wants to listen to fucking Busby.
No.
Nah. And then I end up being right. Hate that shit. Sometimes I hate being right.
See, I'm upset with just how the week played out.
Oh, yeah. You were ready.
Because I was ready for some Mortal Kombat. And then I get on Mortal Kombat and they like, trailer's still here. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all said the 16th.
HBO said, "Nah, we didn't tell you shit."
No, they did.
Well, I know, but HBO was like, "No, I don't know what you heard."
Yeah, no, I was like, "Nah, nigga, it ain't what I heard. I saw you put the fucking trailer out in February, and that shit said April 16th.
I don't know what you saw, but
it ain't what you saw, nigga. I sent you the tweet to show I wasn't crazy.
So I'm just saying HBO is like, I don't care what you saw.
Nah, just because you get my money every month, nigga, don't mean you would just start finding that bullshit. It's the fucking principle of it.
You have to wait till next week or this week, pretty much.
Man, you know, I stayed up watching that, and then I looked in, and it was like the 23rd, and I was like, man, I gotta watch this motherfucking this nigga Cuba and Buckingham and shit. Like, watch this shit tomorrow. Like, bullshit.
You went to bed, grabbed the cover.
And this was why I was upset, because now it's the series finale, and then Mortal Kombat.
And then Invincible.
And it's like, and Invincible is like, how am I gonna rationalize I picked Mortal Kombat before a fucking series finale?
So you gotta pick Nigga American Buck.
Yeah.
And then what?
Invincible, because now we're getting into the heat of shit.
Yep.
Although I could luck out and Invincible just drops early again. Yeah. And I'm like, that
please, that would be nice.
But now I gotta rock with Nigga American Buck first.
You said, oh, that's a bad thing.
It is, because I've been waiting for years to see Mortal Kombat.
I mean, yeah.
I'm waiting to see these niggas with this heart.
With these heart. I want to see someone's heart get ripped out.
Did you watch the first 7 minutes?
Nah, I'm gonna wait.
Nigga.
I know.
I'm not saying I'm mad at you kind of nigga. I'm saying nigga.
Yeah, Edgar told me about it.
The way that our asses were in the back of our teeth watching that stare down in Snowfall. There's a scene in there where you're just like, they're not gonna show this, are they?
And they showed it?
No, fortunately they didn't.
Okay.
But it was just one of those ones where it's like, no. Okay.
Okay. It was the first 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till it drops.
They get right into the shit.
As they should.
They jump right into that.
As they should. Everyone kept asking. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till the movie because we're like a day away.
And when I say Mortal Kombat,
hey, man.
Mortal Kombat, the CGI blood everywhere.
As it should be.
Wonderful.
I watched that Scorpion shit. I was watching it before I started heading out here. It was bloody.
Yeah.
It was very bloody.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like this bloody.
I like this bloody.
I like this bloody. But
I like when you bleed.
I like when you do bleed. Yeah, man. But that's that.
Hey, man. Apple came out and said we still run this shit, motherfucker.
Of course, I didn't watch it. I just heard about it,
bruh.
What else can they have,
nigga?
And people tripping about a fucking vaccine. Oh, they're gonna put chips on us. Dude, you have Apple. They have chips.
The chip is everywhere.
The chip is everywhere.
You can't run your life without the chip.
Literally.
Your literal life is in your device.
Literally.
You can't operate without it. Shut up.
Shut up. Oh, they're gonna put stuff in my body.
It's already in your body. It's like,
nigga.
It's the phone's in your pocket. It's there. The watch that's on your wrist.
It's the social media you go on. Like, nigga.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But nigga. Apple said, don't forget who introduced y'all to this podcast shit. They redoing the interface.
Really?
A lot more cleaner interface.
Really?
They're adding a channels.
Channels? What do you mean channels?
Which means all of your favorited programming is now under one location.
Oh, nice.
And as a result of it, it'll send you recommendations off podcasts that sound just like it.
Oh, that's good.
Subscriptions. You can now subscribe to certain pods, and you can get certain pods with no ads, and you can get early listens.
It sounds like they're on Patreon.
Yes, they are. Apple's like, oh, y'all forgot who introduced y'all to this podcast shit. They made a point too. They said when we started this, we had 3,000 podcasts. Now we have millions available. Yeah,
we started this shit,
and it's always funny when they do the event. It's always just funny seeing them walk the campus. I'm like, nigga, I drive by there all the time.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be watching this shit from London like, it's so great. I'm like, nigga, that spaceship is by where I was born in Kaiser.
Pretty much.
shit right there in Santa Clara.
You know, they're so used to having those events.
I just did it again.
What?
This shit was right there by Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. But yeah, and they're so used to having so many people into the auditoriums and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
They didn't announce the iPhones just yet, which we already knew it was too early, but they did announce that they are dropping a purple iPhone 12.
I saw that one.
Nigga, this is where I get excited.
Oh
right here.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Yeah.
AirTags.
So what is I was hearing that. What is AirTags?
You familiar with Find My Device?
Yeah.
You familiar with lanyards and keychains? Mm-hmm. Now we got a little chip that you could put onto your keys. And if you lose that motherfucker, you just go on your phone and look for your keys, and it'll point you to the direction of where your keys are at.
Put that shit on remote controls, too.
You put it on your remote control.
Wow.
You can buy one for $28.99, or you can buy a 4-pack for $99.
Wow.
They said, we just getting down to the shit. We know you lose shit. Just get the 4.
They're just making up shit now.
Nigga, they got a rainbow iMac coalition.
What the fuck is that?
The iMacs are now in color. And they're thinner.
Wow.
With an M1 chip. Which means everything runs 85% faster than what it is on the current devices.
Wow.
They said you could be in a fucking you could be editing on Photoshop or in or editing video. Mm-hmm. And you could be on Zoom and it's not gonna block up or slow up
everything. Oh, no. Wow.
They said they made all the interface shit even more simple. So you could just literally grab a picture from photos and literally drag it to the messages and just send.
Wow.
There's just so much shit with iMac there. And then they're like, oh, but we're not done. We're going to take that M1 chip and we're just going to put it in an iPad too.
Wow.
So now the iPad's running like it's a fucking iMac. And when I'm talking about the iMacs, you know, it's not my laptop, like the actual tower computer. It's so much damn sleeker, and they got color like the very first iMacs that came out.
Yeah, like I said, about damn time they did that shit.
I don't know how you'll feel about it. I don't think you'll be too upset. I know you just got an Apple TV.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
They dropping the Apple TV 4K. The remote looks just like the Fire TV remote now, except while you don't have to completely rely on circling the remote, they still have that feature where you can get to scenes faster. Yeah, and just like the iPhone, they put Siri on the side of the remote.
Oh wow,
nigga, I saw that shit and I was like, you just take my money, just take it off. I don't know what I'm gonna get first, but just take it.
Every year they always try to upgrade each other. They always try to set the standard and shit like that. They try to set the bar.
And the thing is, everybody, oh, look at Apple, y'all just slaves, and y'all just
we are.
Except now I actually own a few shares. So call me a share-owning slave, bitch. How about that? A lot of y'all motherfuckers didn't know I had to keep it under low profile. I actually voted on some of this shit back at the shareholders conference meeting. I had to set a proxy. Set my vote in on the fucking computer.
Why don't you do the beta shit with the upgrades and shit? You do that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I was gonna do it for this recent one, but they were like, it comes out next week, and I was like, it's too
early.
I'll just wait for it. I'll wait for the official one to drop. No, I do all those. Apple's just a brand I trust. It works. I don't give a fuck about the super nuanced technology of Android and all that shit.
I low-key judge people when I'm texting them and I see the green bubble pop up.
Oh, easy.
I low-key kind of judge them, like, dude, you don't have iMessage, so you're not gonna get the gifts ain't gonna come right. The fucking slam.
You fuck up the whole group chat that way.
You really do, though. Yeah.
You see this green nigga texting like
green nigga.
5 Crips and 1 Grove Street ass nigga. That's just
that ass though.
Like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing here?
Like, what are you doing?
Hey, nigga, what you doing over on this side, cuz?
Yeah, let's go to Facebook Messenger with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck is this?
Nah, I can't stand that shit. And plus, the thing is with Apple too is, have you noticed how much easier your life has been when you got in the Apple TV? Just how you can just plug shit in from your fucking phone straight to the TV.
Yeah,
it makes you wonder why you waited that long.
To an extent, yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause when I started, again, I've had this damn Apple TV since 2015 when I was with the Raiders. I just started using it on a regular basis this year.
And you're just like, whoa.
And I'm like, why the fuck did I keep this in the nightstand this whole time? Mm-hmm. Like, the Fire Stick is cool, don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. But in terms of what I actually shit I need to get to, that makes it easier because I have an iPhone. Mm-hmm. That's right magic.
Pretty much.
Bro,
it really is.
I'm talking about I can basically run the workout that I'm gonna do on Apple Fitness on the phone.
Yeah.
I can then sync it up to the TV. When I run it on the phone, it'll then ask me on the watch are you sure you want to start? When I hit play, that motherfucker goes straight to the TV.
To that,
We talking about a motherfucking fast break here like it's basketball. Remember that dunk when LeBron killed Jason Terry?
Yeah.
When the Heat just fucked with that nigga and then threw the alley-oop?
Yep.
This is literally what I'm doing with all my devices.
Pretty much.
Just running it off of each other, back up there.
That's pretty much how it was when I was watching WrestleMania. I was looking at, let me get the real. I was like, I can do this on my phone.
Yep.
I just hate how on Peacock they don't have it scene by scene and shit like that and all the other shit. It's like little shit, but other than that, man.
Shout
Apple,
out to
man.
Apple, man.
Steve Jobs.
I'm never leaving Apple.
Steve Jobs' spirit, man. It's doing well, man. Tim Cook is cooking.
I am never leaving Apple. Ever. There's no reason to.
It really isn't. Really isn't.
Like, look at this. Like, as I'm recording, Busby, I have an Apple Watch on.
I see.
I'm on my iPhone.
We're recording off
We're on a MacBook Pro, and my Apple TV is right there.
Pretty much.
Oh, and my AirPods are charging.
Yeah, and my phone's getting charged, which is an iPhone. So it's like, bruh. And you don't even need to upgrade. Like, I need to upgrade to a new phone, but it's like, it lasts so long, you can have it for as long as you want.
Yeah.
Apple, man.
I love it.
I know, right? Da.
Yeah, don't let Apple get McDonald's involved.
They probably will one day. Who knows?
Just when that fucking Apple car comes out, though.
Shit. And they actually achieve everything that Elon Musk couldn't do.
Yeah.
In less than a year.
Yeah.
That'll piss him off.
Shout out to Elon Musk, though. Dog.
The dog?
Dog coin.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of that shit.
Yeah, buddy. I won't get too much into that because I don't like when niggas talk about their portfolios in depth like that. But I will say I saw, this is off a dog, but to the moon. To the fucking moon. This dude put on Twitter how he bought 1,700 shares of Bitcoin back in 2010 or 2011 when it was just 6 cents a share.
Oh, wow.
All right. For whatever reason, he sold all the shares and he did all that. That's, that was his prerogative. He could do what he wanted to. But even then, afterwards, he was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Niggas did the math on that 1,700 shares and what it would have been today, Busby.
How much would it have been?
You might get sick.
In the millions?
For him.
In the millions?
Busby, 1,700 shares of Bitcoin today is just under $94 million.
And he sold that shit?
He sold that shit years ago.
Sucks to be you.
Nigga.
That's how Walter. You remember how Walter felt when he saw his shares after he sold his company?
Nigga.
And I remember he checks it every now and then to see how much it grows. Like 3 billion, 4 billion. Damn, you lost all that? Damn, bro. Sucks to be you. Not me. What happened to me though?
Bruh.
It's a lot of money.
I saw that shit and I was like, there's no way.
Ain't no fucking way.
I would have ended it a long time ago. I wouldn't have, either that or I would have never made that shit public.
You should have kept that shit to yourself.
That's when you just gotta go.
You gotta go to your grave for that.
Bro, 94 million, even if you take out half for the taxes.
It's like 60 something.
You're still sitting on a clean 60, just under 50 million.
50 million. Except for the rest of your life, you instantly become the 1%.
Dog.
Nigga.
There's no fucking way.
I mean, he didn't.
That's why I went and got all as many shares as I got in dog. Because when it comes to 2031, do I want to look at myself and be like, nah, I didn't do that shit because that was just a funny stock as a joke.
You feel me?
No.
Yeah.
Because even if that motherfucking dog hit is worth 20,000, I'm set. Even if it's 20,000 a share in 2031, I'm set.
Pretty much.
I'm getting rid of that shit.
Shit, what else is going on? Anything else?
Just pray for that brother.
Yeah, obviously.
You just gotta pray for that brother, man.
Obviously.
Like even if he says he's okay, like I know
no,
it. I know
it
hurts.
No, you're not.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else.
Been 5 years, bruh.
Oh, the purple one, man.
We can wrap it up right here. It's been 5 years.
Oh, the purple one.
The exotic one.
Where am I? What do I want to go with?
I don't think none of those. Which one was that?
You just gotta give him applause.
Prince. he literally died 5 years after Michael died. That's what I realized. And he died on a Thursday, too.
Never forget that day.
He died on a Thursday. Michael died on a Thursday, and he died on a Thursday. And I remember exactly where I was at. I was in my room, and I was on Twitter, and I saw the tweets. And I saw TM saying something happened at Paisley Park. And I was like...
Oh, yeah, that. I was getting ready to go to Oakland. It was still voluntary. So I still had the option of, okay, do I want to go in today? I didn't make it known I was coming in. Yeah. But I was going to go in anyways. Mm-hmm. And then I saw the headline pop up. And I was like, nah. And I saw Twitter and I saw the headlines there. And immediately before I even had the idea to think, I texted my mom and I was like, Mom, Prince died. And my mom was like, what Prince? The Prince in London? She was like, Prince Henry or Harry? And I was like, nah, Prince. Rogers Nelson. She didn't hit me back right away.
I'm sure that it was a shock. Yeah. That was, I remember when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm fucking done. And I yelled, he's fucking done. He's dead. I was like, God damn it, what the fuck? Because I remember when Michael died, I remember everyone was sad and shit. But in the back of my mind, I was just like, well, at least we still got Prince. I remember saying that. I was like, we still got Prince. And then 5 years later, he passed away. And it's almost like someone said it on Twitter today.
No, it was 7 years later.
No, it's 5 years.
No, Prince died 2016. Michael died 2009.
7 years. That's even crazier shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. 7 years. 7. Yeah, 7. Divine number. Yeah, 7 years later, Prince died. And then fucking... I remember, like, someone on Twitter said it today. She was just like... Yeah, it's like, it's almost like he's a... When you look back at all his videos, listen to his music, it's almost like he's a myth. It's like he was a myth. Like, did that really happen? Him and Michael, they're like a myth. Like, you look back on it, like, they were really on this earth? And now they're just gone now?
Bro, I've heard stories of Prince going into clubs, taking niggas' bitches, and the niggas run into their homies to brag that Prince took their bitches.
In a blouse, probably.
And the homies being so hyped for him, because it was just, if Prince took your bitch, he just solidified that you got exquisite taste in women. Yeah. Like, that was just what I heard. I'd never known anybody that it happened to, but I've always heard those stories from elders in my family. Like, nah, that was some real shit. Like,
yes,
nobody played around with Prince. Nobody tested his gangsta. I saw
one tweet going like, "Yeah, man, I took my girl to Paisley Park to watch Prince perform," and then the security guard came up and said, "Yo, Prince wants to meet my girl, wants to meet you," and then that was the last I ever saw of her. Yeah. The end.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I bet he walked home with a smile too.
Probably. Yeah.
Said, I got exquisite taste. He put that on his resume when he was talking to women.
I got exquisite taste. Prince took my bitch once.
Yeah.
It is crazy, man. And it's just wild to think about. Damn, it's been 5 years already.
And you know what fucks me up is it's the 5-year anniversary of that, and I didn't even realize what it was until I woke up today or whatever, as whoever's listening to this, whatever time. Yeah, I realized till I woke up. This is also coming off of 420, where just when I woke up that morning, I had completely forgot. Damn, it would have been Luther Vandross's birthday.
70 years old. Shout out to Google, though.
Oh, my goodness.
That was genius.
That was wonderful.
That was genius.
I actually legit... I cried seeing that. Don't off me, nigga.
That's not my fault. Oh. I'll stop myself. Oh.
Stop yourself before you hit the T and all. Yeah, no, man. Like my mom's. For lack of better description, what Kobe is to me, Prince was my mom, and then of course our bond over Luther Vandross. Again, I've always come out here and said, to me, Prince is the greatest entertainer, but Luther Vandross is the greatest vocalist I've ever heard in my life.
Michael looking at you like, well,
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. This ain't your day. Focus on finding your other glove, nigga. How about that?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, no, just having those back-to-back days, like, shit was kind of surreal. Like, damn, it would have been Luther's birthday, and then, damn, this is the 5-year anniversary of Prince.
It's also the 5-year anniversary of Chyna's death from WWE.
Yeah.
She died like a day before or 2 days before. Yeah. I remember that too. Yeah, man. And Fight
waited
Dog
to give
too.
her flowers long after she was gone. Yeah. And then Stephanie tried to get that tweet off.
No, I remember exactly what happened. Because what happens is that Triple H and Stephanie, they always randomly post themselves working out. So she wasn't online. I give her credit. She wasn't online.
It wasn't about that. It was just,
the timing.
Yeah.
And then she deleted it like, oh, shit. Yeah, rest in peace, China. Because the whole story, if y'all don't know, wrestling heads, is that Triple H and China were a couple for like a while. When she was with the company, Triple H and China were together. And then when she went off, when she was getting on Playboy and going more mainstream, Triple H was still doing his shit. That's when they, put them together with Stephanie.
It's the Jay-Z story.
What do you mean the Jay-Z story?
Rosario Dawson.
Oh, yeah.
And then Beyonce came in the fold.
Well, they said, people said that Lost Ones, that verse wasn't about Beyonce, it was about Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was about.
Yeah.
He said it.
Hov actually admitted it?
Yeah, he said that. It's in publications. That's how I learned about it.
Oh, wow, I gotta look that up then.
Yeah.
I don't think Hov ever, because Hov, he private as fuck. He ain't gonna tell you shit about his personal
life.
Right,
yeah.
I gotta look
That's
that
how
up.
I found out about it.
I found out about it on a random ass website saying when him and Rosario Dawson were dating, and I was like, wait, what? And she said it on Entertainment Tonight. Oh yeah, I'm dating Jay-Z and da 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 da. And then he said on the second verse, it's like she's more focused on work than me. And then he met Beyonce.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good come up, Hov. Rosario Dawson and Beyonce, shit.
They got exquisite taste.
I know, right?
I think Princeton run into them.
You would have took them both. It was really big pimping.
Yeah. Luther Vandross, he's special, man.
Yeah.
Just really special. Again, everybody tried to, well, not everybody. There was a select few that was like, oh, but did you know he was gay? I was like, nigga, who gives a fuck?
Why do you niggas say that? Go to that.
To me, that was the most incredible thing about Luther Vandross's music.
Mm-hmm.
If he was singing to another man,
yeah,
boy, is that same sex music that's being created was hella responsible for a lot of heterosexual births.
Seriously.
And even if you don't want to even go that far, it's just births, period. That homosexual yearning was responsible for a lot of heterosexuals mating.
Yeah, man, that shit was raw.
Like, come on, man. What are we talking about with Luther Vandross, bro?
70 years, he would have been 70, dog.
Luther Vandross used to make music. This is when motherfucking songs used to be 9 minutes. That's why I was so
pissed at Rolling Stone?
No, this is why I was so attracted. No, fuck Rolling Stone.
I know.
This is why I was so attracted to when Frank Ocean dropped Pyramids. Mm-hmm. He brought that feeling. He restored the feeling of listening to music when my mom was younger, and them motherfuckers used to just let music run for 7 to 9 minutes. Mm-hmm. Luther Vandross was so cold. This motherfucker would let music run for a minute, come on, say 3 words, and disappear for another 2 minutes. It's like, nah, y'all niggas not ready. Yeah, play the flute. He was one of the ones that was play the flute, nigga. Play the fucking flute.
Play the flute.
I'll be back.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, drink something. I'll be back.
All these flowery musics and shit. 2 minutes later, this nigga came back. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? Like nothing happened. Nigga got them bars off, and then all of a sudden it'd be a whole ass other just instruments again.
Who would Luther Vandross do a versus with?
Nigga, nobody.
Okay.
Ain't nobody touching Luther Vandross.
What about Candyland?
Luther Vandross is Thanos to Candyland.
Oh, wow. Snap their fingers and they all just go, okay.
They cannot do anything against Luther Vandross.
Maybe Whitney.
Whitney can't do anything against Luther Vandross, bro. It's Luther Vandross.
Hey, it's Luther Vandross, man. Shit. There's a reason why they called the KFC shit the Luther.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in Boondocks.
Stevie Wonder would be a great matchup for
that
Luther.
Would be a good... yeah, Stevie Wonder. Appreciate Stevie Wonder while he's still here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate all the legends. Madonna, all the 80s legends, man. Appreciate them while they're here. Because when they're gone, they're gone.
Yes. Well, I promise, when Luther passed away, I cried. That hurt. Yeah. Tremendously. Yeah, I'm sure. Like it's just a different feeling when, and I'm not saying you don't know, you obviously know. Mm-hmm. It's just a really different feeling when one of your favorites.
I didn't cry when Michael died. I was more in shock. It was like the most shock. It was like, huh? It was like it was shocking. Like I remember a tear did come down my eye, but it was more just in shock. Even when I watched the funeral, I was still in shock. And it still, to this day, still kind of didn't really dawn on me. I think I kind of cried a little bit when I was watching Kobe shit. No, it was when Kobe's funeral was around. It was Kobe's funeral, and I remember I was like on Twitter, and I saw a picture of Michael or a dance of Michael, and then it just dawned on me like Kobe was at Michael's funeral, and then I think that's when I kind of broke down a bit.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck. Yeah, the Michael was more shocking. That shit was more like, what?
Yeah.
That was the first shocking big celebrity death.
It was. I broke down with Luther. Mm-hmm. I broke down with Prince. I broke down, obviously, with
Kobe. Mm-hmm.
Y'all motherfuckers know. It took months for me to even...
We're still reeling from
I'm not even going to say I will never be over that one.
Me neither.
But it took months for me just to accept it.
Nipsey's was shocking.
Nipsey was I love Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Nip. Mm-hmm. I'm just going off of my favorites in terms of I've been following them since I was a child.
Mm-hmm. Hits different when it's your childhood hero.
Yeah. No, those three in particular, I have spiritual wounds from those three.
That's why
those hurt.
Yeah, that's what with Michael. But with Michael, it was like, I don't know, like I wasn't really like sad, but I was more like happy because it was like, now you guys are appreciating him now. Now it's kind of like you guys are seeing what I saw, because he's like, he's more of a myth. Yeah. It's like when he died and you saw what he did back in like the 80s and 90s and shit, it was like more of like, damn, that really happened. Like that really happened. That dude was on this earth and he did what he did for almost 50 years and then he left.
Right.
Same with Prince. Luther Vandross. The last performance Luther Vandross did, from what I remember, was at that Michael Jackson shit. The 30th anniversary concert. When he did Man in the Mirror. It was him, Usher, and 98 Degrees.
Yeah, that was
2001. Because they filmed it right before 9/11. I remember that distinctly.
I think his
last televised performance was on that.
Yeah, because
before he got the stroke.
No, because Dance with My Father, I think, was 2003. He got a couple performances off with that. But it wasn't too much because he wasn't able to do it afterwards.
But I just remember his last live televised performance, like worldwide television performance, was at that Michael Jackson tribute.
I'll tell you one that did hurt me, but I didn't cry because I was in denial until recently, like just a couple years ago. Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
I'm from 2008 to 2019. I had, and I'm not even saying this as a joke. People could laugh at it because it's funny, but I'm not saying this as a joke. I literally convinced myself that Bernie Mac just went underground and that's what it was.
Because I would watch the Bernie Mac show and I would just laugh at this shit.
Yeah.
And then when the show was ended, I'm like, damn, he's hella funny. But then it would just dawn on me, he's really gone.
Like, when the show would end, I'm like, damn, I can't wait till Bernie comes back with something new. Like, I legitimately convinced myself Bernie was not dead. He just went underground.
Yeah.
And finally, in 2019, I had to let it go.
Yeah.
That was one I was not willing to accept.
Yeah, because you know damn well he couldn't get these jokes off and his jokes off now.
Yeah,
in this climate?
Yeah.
Shit. And fucking Steve
Harvey.
Harvey.
Sensitive ass motherfuckers could never appreciate Bernie Mac in today's climate.
Some stupid motherfuckers. I remember exactly that day. I smoked with my homeboy JD that day, and we just went through his whole Kings of Comedy set. Oh man,
magic, just magician with it.
Bernie Mac show still on Netflix? I know it's on one streaming service. Is it on Hulu?
Hulu, I think.
Figures.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that show when I get home.
Yeah, because it was on Stars, and then obviously with everything with Hulu and Fox. And all that.
You know the black chick, the little girl on there, the what's
Rihanna,
her name?
Yeah, she grown now.
She's on OnlyFans.
Well, she grown now.
I know, it's kind of random to see that she still looks the same. That's like the crazy thing.
Yeah,
it's like
she's in her mid-20s now.
I thought she's in her 30s now.
No, because when
she did the show, she was like probably in her teens or some shit.
No, are you talking about Brianna or Vanessa?
Vanessa.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's super grown now.
That's what I'm saying.
She's older than us.
How old is? Well, really? Oh, wow.
Well, remember she was a teenager when it started, and the show started in 2001.
Yeah, and then no, because she's on OnlyFans now. That's what I'm saying. I see her shit, and I'm like, wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, no, they all old enough.
I know they all old now, but I'm shit.
Like I said, Brianna was.
Was that the chick from My Wife and Kids? She's the one that grew.
Which one?
The little daughter on My Wife and Kids, like the youngest one.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's who you're thinking of.
Katie.
Yeah. She grown as fuck. I was like, what the fuck? That's the Kyrie Pratt. She looks like a grown ass woman now. I mean, she still looks the same too to me.
She does, but she got what, 2 kids now?
Yeah, man. What the fuck? Raven Simone. I mean, she's still kind of, you know, you can tell she looks her age.
Right.
Chelsea from That's the Raven. She still looks the same.
Yeah.
A lot of Hillary Duff still looks the same to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her body grown though. Mm-hmm. That's why I would never come back.
That's why the Liz McGuire show got canceled.
Yeah.
And shit. But she's about to do a spinoff show of How I Met Your Father. It's gonna be on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, wow, y'all fucked that up, Disney. That's one of your rare fuck ups.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They too busy stacking Marvel.
Yeah, they're stacking Marvel and Star Wars.
They got
and all that other
Kenobi
shit.
dropping.
Well, you still. Yeah, you always had that shit.
To this day.
Kenobi dropping.
To this day.
They haven't even started filming
To
yet.
this day.
Kenobi dropping. He's had that little shit in there. We could be talking about Marvel.
Nigga.
Kenobi dropping.
Nigga.
What?
When I come in here and talk about Kenobi after the first episode, tears will be running down my face.
It'll be like the
nigga.
first. You really are ready for this.
When I tell you I love episode 3, it is my favorite of the entire series and saga of this Star Wars shit. Episode 3 is my favorite of this entire series saga shit.
Yeah, you emphasize the T.
Yes.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen turned 40 this past week. I think, yeah.
Darth Vader was 41 when he died. I know the math. I've been studying Star Wars theory.
Yeah, you've been watching that
Hell
shit.
yeah. They be throwing up good theories and shit too. They throwed up the one where it was like, what if Yoda went with Kenobi and hit on the aircraft? And they got the other one where it was like, what if Kenobi, instead of going to fight Anakin, went with Yoda to go get Palpatine? And I was like, these shits make sense.
Yeah, he would have killed them. Even George Lucas would have been like, oh, wow. I didn't think of
That's
it that
not
way.
what they said there.
Oh, really? What would have happened?
They said going there, it would have triggered Anakin, and he would have went over. And some shit like that. These theories are well fucking thought out.
Yeah, really well thought out.
They even have one where it was, what if Mace Windu trained Anakin?
It would have made him be black. He would have had a...
Well, they said because they said Mace, he trained in the dark side. He just knew not to cross over.
Well, I mean,
they said him doing that would have actually benefited Anakin because it would have been like, you need to know all the levels of the Force.
Of the Force,
but you need to trust that you can't go in. So when Mace Windu would have went and found out Palpatine was the Sith, because of the different dynamic, Anakin would have likely stayed because he would have trusted Mace to do the right decision.
And plus, like, Mace nearly killed Palpatine.
Yeah.
So
he would have trusted that they would have done the right thing. Then he would have trusted him enough to let him know Padme's pregnant. He would have been upset with him, but it would have been like, well, you know, there's a couple people that are on here that did have families.
Yeah.
And they would have trained the twins to be the strongest in the Force. That shout out to Star Wars theory, man. Them motherfuckers get into that shit, okay? Pastor Samuels, Star Wars theory, Prim's Hood Cinema,
and Kenobi.
No, I'm talking about what's on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
I have turned YouTube into daily viewing. That's how much of the streaming shit.
I do that shit too. I wake up in the morning, I turn on YouTube, and the first thing I watch is Wrestle Talk, and they have they have the news update for everything. It's like British people, and they have news updates of everything that's going on in the wrestling world, and they kind of give me updates on everything that's going on.
Bruh, YouTube got they got the regular basic cable channels for news, so I don't even have to go on to the my cable shit. I just go to YouTube, watch news.
Yeah, you literally watch the news and shit. Like that's literally what I do. I do my meditations off YouTube.
Streaming shit is nuts, man. YouTube done found its way into my daily regimen.
When I go home, I turn on I watch Nostalgia Critic on Channel Awesome. I've been watching him for years. Yeah. And then you got Prime Movies. He did 8 Mile. That shit was hilarious. Did you watch that shit?
Nigga.
When they showed Eminem staring into the crowd, and then it showed what's his name, the Down syndrome dude.
Yeah. Nigga just stuck on the mic.
or what are you gonna do with your life that's so great, Rabbit? And I'm just staring on the face again. And that was Anthony Mackie's first movie.
And they said, this is the main villain, but this is the only time this nigga raps. I mean, what the fuck, man?
And I never thought about that. I was like, that is the only time he raps in this movie. And then he goes, there's snap back to reality.
And I was just like that when he goes, and He beats this nigga up like, bro, she just let you fuck raw, my nigga. That's not your girl.
And then I thought about that. And I was like, yeah. Why did he do that? That's not your girl. Why did you beat him up for? You could have watched and jerked off watching. But why did he do that? Why did M do that? Like, not M. Why did B Rabbit do that? Oh, another thing. Why did he start the fight with the 313 when he U-turned and got out the car and tried to fight them?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was like, why did you do that? There's no reason. All they did was call you a bitch on the parking lot, and then you just wanted to settle it? I mean, I guess. And then Cheddar Bob shot his dick off, and
then he gets to the part, he's like, and his mom just like, he just won't go down on me. Mom! And he goes, bitch, that's what you're fucking concerned about? You're gonna get evicted! And then at the end of the movie, in the end, when he's like, yeah, so B-Rabbit going back to work and stuff, and he's walking down the alley by himself. Don't you think he'd probably get jumped by the 313 niggas? Again, I didn't think about that. I was like, yeah, can you imagine just him walking here and lose yourself and all of a sudden fight back, nigga? Do the nigga cut. It was like, when you really think about it, I was like, yeah. But that was Anthony Mackie's first movie. It was 8 Mile. Yeah. And M beat his ass so bad. And then later on, he was like, yo, I'm Tupac. Nigga, you didn't have to say that. We know who you are.
This is Tupac. Not even Pac would have did that. Well, he probably would have. Who knows? Yeah, I remember that shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but I always had the story. I always told everybody. After Clarence got beat by B-Rabbit, he retired from rapping, went back to school, and then went to the military. And then when he went to the military, that's when he met Steve Rogers and changed his name to Sam and joined the Avengers. I always thought if they ever did a sequel to 8 Mile, but M should have did more movies.
That nigga Prim said, you should do a sequel called 7 Mile.
7 Mile. The prequel 7 Mile. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still surprised M hasn't done other movies, man. He did other movies as himself, like little cameos, but I know that movie Southpaw.
I thought for sure he would have been good in Southpaw.
When Jake Gyllenhaal was playing that, I was like, that's M.
Yeah.
I remember that was in development for years with M, and M was going to be in it, but then he decided to only do the soundtrack, and that's it.
Right.
I mean, I guess M. Like, I know rap is everything.
That
was made for him.
That was a fumbled opportunity.
Yeah, that was made for him. But whatever.
Could have shown niggas he got hands.
Seriously, and then he did a video for that with that Ed Sheeran record, and in the video he's boxing.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
He knows. That nigga know.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever, man. He's focused on music.
You know what happened over the week? We got good feedback on all of our possibilities for where the Fast and Furious franchise could go.
Oh.
Niggas said they want us in the writing room immediately.
I mean, you saw Jurassic Park. You saw fucking... What else did we see? What else did we talk about?
My homeboy, shout out to Asante.
Mm-hmm.
He just was dumbfounded at the fact that...
going to space. Oh, there were King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah, it was King Kong and Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no. He goes, nigga, Fast Combat.
Oh, Mortal Kombat, and yeah.
And I was like, oh, it gets better, bruh.
Mm.
I said, just when Sub-Zero is about to freeze Dom to the fucking depths of hell,
mm-hmm.
This nigga Roman come in just out of nowhere and fucking Bumblebee and just smashes onto this nigga. And then he just looks at him and says, looks like you hit a cold streak, cuz.
I can still feel the love.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your dad? That powerful niggardry at work here.
That's it, yeah. They need to put us in the writing room.
I mean, they already had everything. It's like, it was about street racing. I keep going back. Because I was talking to my homegirl, because I was listing all the Fast and the Furious movies. There was The Fast and the Furious, then there was Two Fast and the Furious.
Drop.
Then it was Tokyo Drift. Then it was not Double D's, but it was Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah.
Then it was Fast 5, which still holds the title as the best one.
Easy.
Then it's Fast and the Furious 6. Then it's, Furious 7?
The final one.
And then it's
the entire Brotherhood.
Yeah, Fate of the Furious was Fast 8. And then
it was
Hobbs and Shaw. And now it's F9. Yep. That's what they're calling it. Not Fast 9. It's F9.
Yeah.
whatever. I'm gonna be in seat F9 when I watch this damn movie next month or in May.
One of these motherfuckers gotta be animated.
They are. They did make it animated. It's on Netflix.
No. I'm talking about in the legit within the series.
No, like an animated.
Like Fast 13 just gotta be animated so they could just do off the wall shit.
No, they're gonna do that in live action. They got to. They just.
Something gotta give.
What else is this? Hey, people keep wondering why do they keep making these movies? Dude, do you see the box office? It makes billions of dollars.
Fam, my birthday is on June 23rd. Mm-hmm. That movie comes out June 25th. If the movie theaters are still allowing people to rent out theaters, everybody's coming. We're renting out a theater on ourselves. Nigga, when I say renting out a theater to ourselves, I'm going to be in the seats, and as soon as that motherfucker starts zooming, I'm going to get up and start just waving my hands and start driving.
I mean, John Cena's in it, and him and Dom are brothers.
Out of nowhere.
Like, don't you think you could have brought this up with fucking...
This nigga could have been brought in Fast and Furious.
I mean, even in that little 3-minute epic trailer, you still see Paul Walker flashbacks, and I'm like, y'all could have just... they're gonna bring him back. Digitized.
Yeah.
They're going to do it, and he's gonna have his voice, too.
Yep.
What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz? I said forget about it, cuz.
Forget about cuz. Like... even when you see Furious 7, dog, and you see what scenes were digitized, and you're just like, wow, that was digitized?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of freaky to think about. Like, wow, y'all were just like, you're like, no, we're gonna finish this movie.
It's freaky, like that new technology. I don't know if you saw. This will be the final one. Mm-hmm. That new technology where you can make people's photos live action.
Yeah, fuck
even
that.
the photos from like the 40s. Mm-hmm. So like there was this elder gentleman, and he was looking on the computer, and they took the picture of his late wife.
Yeah.
And like it just started moving.
Yeah,
it started
so
blinking and shit. And I was like,
people did that with their fucking loved ones and shit.
No, I'm good.
God, I'm good on that.
All it takes is the wrong fucking code to get put in.
I've seen too many movies.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, now save that shit for 22, 21. Let them niggas deal with that shit.
Literally. Anyway, and on that note, this is episode 226?
226.
226 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. You can always follow me on the Twitter. Shout out to Mr. Fab. You can follow me at Mr. BuzzB for lowercase 08. You can follow us on Twitter at iLLogicalSP. You can always follow us on the Instagram at the iLLogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
And of course on all social media, JC Follow In My Zone Radio.
Yup.
Where the fuck I be doing that shit again? Station Head.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like the idea of just making groove sessions, man. Everybody can enjoy the next groove session coming up. On social media, at In My Zone Radio everywhere. As far as Martine,
you can follow him at Venomous.
At Venomous408. And then you go stream his shit. Venomous, no 408, the VNMS. Stream that nigga shit. You can also tune in to Above the Clouds podcast.
Of course.
Salute to that nigga. 10 episodes in.
Yep. That's a feat.
That's a milestone that deserves celebration. Yeah, nigga, you ain't even here, and we got Hort, nigga. Celebrating your shit.
Oh yeah, he got that Wiz Khalifa playlist too.
Yes, and he had the 420 playlist, which was obviously available for 420.
Oh, you listened to that Snoop 420 album?
I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll maybe next year I'll get to it.
Maybe.
I saw the thing is Snoop was everywhere this weekend, so I
commercials, fucking Triller, everywhere. Yeah, you ain't never there.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's it. We out this bitch. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in peace and peace.
Peace.